The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that an athlete represents more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and their community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association, as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary, nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by the school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to the skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority, and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to these skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority, and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to these skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority, and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association supports good sportsmanship. All spectators have a responsibility while watching an athletic contest because their actions influence high school youth. It is important that they display the best of sportsmanship to help instill proper attitudes and ideals in these youth.
The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards. The Arkansas
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.
You are looking live from Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium for the second round of the playoffs in the 4A. The visiting Stuttgart Ricebirds against our hometown Prairie Grove Tigers. I'm Lynn Gregson. With me is Ryan Cook. Ryan, tonight, a rematch. This is the second rematch that we've had of a 2012 season. Last week it was Pottsville. This week it's Stuttgart. I think it's going to be a much different game than it was 5 years ago. But nonetheless, this is a good team that's coming to town. What do you know about Stuttgart?
Stuttgart's going to be one of those teams that had lost their identity at the beginning of the season. So the beginning of the season, they kind of open up 1-2. They're running a spread offense look. Just kind of had a lack of execution. They still had the players, just kind of a lack of execution. They kind of have a change around that third, fourth week. They go back to the wing tee. They go back to running the ball, and all of a sudden they start scoring points a little bit. Their defense starts really stepping up. Now, a lot of people will attribute to that to a lack of competition. They played their 3 toughest teams in the first 4 weeks.
Well, they played, and you talk about playing some tough teams out of the gate. They start off with Arkadelphia, not too shabby, and then they come out against Warren. So Warren and Arkadelphia, 2 probably the top 3 or 4 teams in the state.
Exactly, and that was before Arkadelphia had the injuries. Because Ashdown and Arkadelphia both have suffered some pretty big key player injuries, so that's before.
And then after that, of course, they did take DeWitt at home. And then the surprising loss to me for them was Southside. And I know that they ended up sharing the conference title, and there's tiebreakers and all that, but it was them, Southside, and Heber Springs. That one surprised me. But after that, they've rocked and rolled. And really, other than Riverview, and they probably got some of those points in garbage time because it was 52-22, they've held everybody since then essentially under 10 points.
Right, and a lot of it was ball control on offense helped the defense out so much, and then also people started playing them different because they didn't have as many possessions. They're trying to rush it a little bit more. When you have an effective running game and you can win at the line, you can have your defense play a touchdown less per game, I would say, if not more. So that was the big change for Stuttgart. So Stuttgart found its identity. They're undefeated since then.
Well, tonight I think with them is defensively. Let's continue to talk about that a little bit. They held Shiloh to 7 points last week. Not you read, and I've talked to a few Shiloh posts. Hey, we dropped some passes. You got to make the plays still.
Oh man, I watched it, and there's some heartbreakers in there. There's guys beating guys 5 to 10 yards down the field, pass their guy in 5 to 10 yards from the end zone, and it's going through their hands. There's guys big time first down right here, and it goes through their hands, right through their chest. That's bad. Well, then it kind of messes with the quarterback. Then the defensive end starts getting, number 33 for Stuttgart is a stud defensive end. He starts getting in the backfield a little bit. He starts tipping a couple passes, and then all of a sudden you see Shiloh's quarterback completely change his game as far as how he operates normally. And so they really affected Shiloh in a weird way. Now, some of that, again, is Shiloh didn't execute. But who caused that? Half of it's on Shiloh. I would put the other half, if not a little bit more, on Stuttgart.
Well, and I think, nonetheless, holding Shiloh to 7 points, it's a big deal. I mean, we held them to 21, and so that tells me a little bit because they dropped a couple passes. But I have a lot of respect for Stuttgart. Their defense, I have a lot of respect for, just watching them warm up. Prairie Grove's going to have their hands full tonight. Ryan, you get an opportunity being there at the school to be around the team, the guys. What's their thoughts, and as they've been talking about this week's game?
I think it's kind of like what I was talking about. There's a lot of respect. They respect the game. They respect, that they're comfortable with Stuttgart in the fact that they run the wing tee just like we do. That was the run game they went to after they got rid of the spread. They went to the wing tee and went back to what they know and what they're good at. And so we're comfortable with that. Like, it's not one of those gimmicky offenses where you really just got to be super, super concerned about what trick they're going to pull out of the hat. But we're respectful, and they got some guys with some size, with a little bit of a mean streak. We know what they've done in the past because we've experienced it 5 years ago, and I really think that still kind of plays into us a little bit, even though it shouldn't. I think everybody knows how physically dominant they were when we went down there. Even though it wasn't super gone in the first half, the second half we saw them take over physically. And so we're a thin team who's physical up here but without depth. And we saw P. Ridge kind of out-physical us at points. And I think you saw Pottsville try but without the ponies. This team has the ponies.
Yeah, and I think, too, and someone asked me today, it's funny how your phone starts blowing up with people who don't follow Prairie Grove football day in and day out. But I've had a lot of people text me today going, hey, I see you guys are playing tonight. What do you think? And my feeling has been this. I definitely think it's going to be a tough outing tonight. My feeling is even though it's been 5 years, these guys were in the 6th or 7th grade when that happened. But the thing is even though it's been that long ago, it's a memory for these coaches, and they remember it. And I don't think we can get down big early. I think if we got down 2 scores early, we could struggle. But I think if we keep it close and we get into the second half with a close football game or even the lead, I think it's going to go down to the wire.
I do too. It's a battle. And you made mention that these guys were in 7th grade. So I'm sitting in my classroom. We pull it up just to be fun. And Stone sitting in there with me, Bryant, he's like, oh, I remember that game. I was wearing shorts and a camo shirt, and I was sitting with Jerry, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And as soon as he starts saying that, there's this little nerdy kid in a camo sweatshirt and shorts in a cold game walking across there, and then you see Jaron, and you see all that, and so you see all of them. It's like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, they remember it still, though. I know they didn't play, but they were there. They took the drive. They were there the week before for Nashville. They were there the week before for Pottsville. They remembered that stuff, and that's really cool. They grow up on the sidelines here.
And I think that's important to note in our is, you and I have talked about the last, really, since the 2011 season. 2012 was kind of when it really got kicked off, but
right.
That 2011 year, since that time, probably the longest, best streak of Prairie Grove's football history for that long of a period of time. And whenever you're that age and you see I keep preaching, breeding breeds winning.
Breeding breeds winning.
Winning breeds. Yeah,
winning.
breeding breeds winning. Thank you for catching me. Winning breeds winning, and don't make me laugh anymore. But with that, because I keep thinking about that with the Gentrys of the world and the Lincolns of the world. If you can just get a couple of seasons under your belt and people start believing, it can happen. I think that because Prairie Grove at one time, we struggled. Since the Absher years, the Abshers had the first few years were pretty slow.
And
then
even when we started getting into the playoffs, we kind of knew we got into the playoffs so that we could go and get beat by someone else almost. Like, it was just that feel like you're going to play a team from down south and they're going to outman and out-athlete you. And it's not that way anymore. Once like you said, once we got that taste, it really started to take off.
Well, and we had a hard time from about 2007 on of getting past the second round.
Right.
We get to the first, and then once we got past that, in 97 we got to the semifinals. In 2003 we got to the semis, and then we went on a streak there where we didn't, we had a hard time getting past the second round. I think we got past the second round in 6. But then there was a gap period for 5-6 years, and then all of a sudden, bam, we got that 2012, and since then, we've had some decent success. Tonight, if there's a key for Prairie Grove, what is it, Ryan?
Clean football. I think tonight the battle of the trenches and clean football, and I think the guys feel that too. You were asking how they feel. I think they know both teams are physical. Both teams like to run the ball, but clean football. Who's going to not make the mistakes? Because I think both these teams are going to win some and lose some on the line. I think both teams are going to have some of those 4 to 8 yard first down plays. They might have one of those big slip ups and give up a 40-yarder. Then they're going to have a couple of those no gains. And so I think clean play, because we've talked a lot, with the other teams, like you're coming in here to face, a team that's usually at the top of your conference. You can't come in here and make mistakes. Well, playoffs is the same story. You can't be in playoffs at this point and beat a team by making mistakes. So it has to be clean football.
Yeah, and I think you're right. And we can't have, you can't do the stupid penalties. When you got a guy that if we get a big play and we're in the secondary, don't block in the back behind it. You know what? It's better that the guy tackle him down the field than you block in the back or something like that. So not you, but one.
I can see someone like Burton, like, okay, I'm going to show these Ricebirds who I am, and just pulling off and just ear-holing somebody. He's got to control that. That would be a huge loss. Someone like him or Stone's a huge, he's had a targeting penalty this year. You've got to be careful. You got to tackle the right way. Something little like that is huge for Prairie Grove with our lack of depth. But then again, the penalties, even a holding penalty just to get behind the chains against a team that's got a good defense. They've got a very good defense. They've got very athletic people in the defensive backfield. They've got a great front line. They've got linebackers. They've got size. It's going to be who can execute and play clean football.
Well, Ryan, I guess we're going to be getting close here. We'll keep going until we're getting close here to the national anthem and a moment of silence. And for those that are watching, as soon as that comes, we'll go to break with that. As far as our crew tonight, just want to recognize them. Cade's with us tonight, Miles Eubanks, Heath Whitley, the Nacho Man, Alex Henry, Delaney Randolph, and Maya Dotson, all part of our producing crew tonight. Also want to recognize our sponsors. Halftime will be sponsored tonight by the Prairie Grove Christian Church. Offensive Player of the Game by Trey Autry Farm Bureau. And then defensive player of the game, Frederick's One Stop. Our other sponsors Harton's Furniture for Less, Lugenbuehls, Crescents, Everett Chevrolet, and of course PG Telco.
You know, you didn't tell about our special guest.
Well, you know, our special guest tonight, and I'll tell you what, after the national anthem, we'll introduce that special guest for a couple of minutes. We'll hold off on him. Yeah, I don't know how special he really is.
Oh, he's special.
Let's go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back for the moment of silence and national anthem.
Hi, my name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading from kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey. Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve.
Okay, we are back with you, and I'm joined now by the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs and a former Prairie Grove Tigers Online color analyst, Zach Arn. Zach, nice to have you back tonight.
It's great to be back here in Prairie Grove. You know, this is where I'd rather be during playoff time.
Well, there's a reason for that, but I won't take a shot.
See, you don't take shots at me all night.
No. Well, Zach, bringing you back. Last week we had Pottsville here, and a great game from the 2012 season when you were here doing the games at Prairie Grove with me. And then tonight, another one. What do you remember most about the 2012 playoff run?
I remember that season is just, I think as the season went along, it was just incredible to watch that team. I think they gave up 29 points in the regular season. I think 21 of them came against Farmington that year. And then when they got to the playoffs and things got ratcheted up, the point totals went up, but so did their play. The Nashville and Pottsville games back-to-back were two of the best games I've ever seen. I mean, they were high drama, must-see TV. It was fantastic. And then, you know, we went down and played the eventual state champions in Stuttgart and, you know, had some opportunities there to win a football game in 2012. And, you know, I think my most vivid memory of that is some of the plays that Jared Murphy made. I mean, he had people beat before, when he walked out on
He
the
was a
field.
matchup problem for a lot of teams.
Yeah, he had been a matchup problem for a whole bunch of teams in a lot of different levels, and he was just. I remember him and the way that offense would click, and Weston was just impossible to tackle. But it's a great time, and I know you and I enjoyed their ride that year.
Oh yeah, a lot. And matter of fact, we have our own version of Jared Murphy now and DeMarcus Cooper, and he can be a big role tonight. Zach, as you get a lot of opportunity to see football at a different level in 7A, and I know there's a lot of players and stuff. Tell us what you like about the 4A and what you like about the 7A, just kind of a thought process.
The best tournament in the state is the 4A. I mean, it's 32 teams, and any one of half a dozen teams, are capable of winning it. Pea Ridge made the run last year, Prairie Grove the year before, and then you have all the heavyweights. You throw in the Warrens, the Stuttgarts. Stuttgart's on its way back, and you've got all these teams that you hear about, and you see their players play at the collegiate level, and now you got them on your field. And last year, when Warren came in, Traylon Burks is one of the best players in the country, and he played right here at Prairie Grove. And I told you this last year when you asked me kind of a similar question. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of difference between the 4A, the 5A, the 6A, and 7A. It's just 7A's got a bunch more dudes. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, 8. You
don't have as many guys going both ways.
Yeah, so you got the roster at 85 deep on a 7A team. Here it's 40, and there's no difference between 1 and 22. It's 23 to 50 where the difference is.
Well, Zach, one last question before you go. I know you still follow Prairie Grove football a lot, and I know you have a special place in your heart for Prairie Grove football. From what you've seen, prediction of tonight's game.
I was on a radio show this morning, and I picked Prairie Grove by 1. I'll tell you why. It's a 239-mile bus trip. There's a rule that I go by, which is for every hour that you're on a bus, give the home team a point. It's going to come up to about 7 points. I think it's going to be a close game back and forth. Take Prairie Grove by 1.
All right, thank you. Again, Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs, join us tonight, former Prairie Grove color analyst. And now, back with me, Ryan Cook. Ryan, some final thoughts from you on tonight's game.
I'm excited. I'm sitting here watching the captains come out, Stone and Joe Reynolds, Anthony Johnson, and John David, J.D. Elder. And I love the football season at school. I love the excitement with the guys at the beginning of the year, and I love the business attitude they had this week. And like we talked about earlier, the respect. So, and you see Stuttgart, they're going to bring out all their seniors.
And they have 2 lead captains, the number 10, Dontranell Robinson, and number 5, Kirk Hughes. And then they have the remaining seniors over there. Ryan,
and I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
That's cool.
Well, Prairie Grove has won 26 of their last 27 home games here since their last loss since 2014. The only loss was Warren a year ago here in the semifinals. Also, 13-2 in the last 15 playoff games here at Prairie Grove. One loss coming, of course, last year to Warren, and before that, the Valley View in 2013. So good stuff here. Prairie Grove, that's the last time they lost in the second round at home was the Valley View back 4 years ago. This senior class, one thing to note about them, the first senior class to have double digits for 3 straight years. And Coach Absher is going after win 190 tonight. He's at 189.
Cool.
So trying to get him closer to that 200 mark.
We do get Stone back tonight. I saw him out on the field, but we don't have Caswell tonight. And Caswell is a guy who had stepped back into safety for Stone last week. And so I don't know his situation, but he's out. He's on the sideline in street clothes. So,
well, and one last tip of that. Let's see what we've got here on the coin toss. It looks like Stuttgart, and Stuttgart won the toss. They're going to receive. And Stuttgart comes into the game. They have won their share of state championships. They go back as far as 49, 52, 60, 70, 75, 82, and then in the 2000s they won one in 2002, and of course 5 years ago in 2012. Well, we're about 54 seconds here before kickoff. You and I talked on the phone a little bit. I've been excited. I've been nervous, and I think you'd think I was a kid getting ready to play, but it's always fun. This time of year is always great, and when you're playing this kind of competition, we're at the point now where every game,
they're all good.
There's no more. I mean, it could happen to us, but I don't think there's any more of these, mercy rules.
Right.
Our timekeeper was kind of going through the mercy rules. They changed a little bit, and he's going through them. I said, I don't know if you need to know about those tonight.
not anymore. You get to this level in the playoffs, it's not happening anymore.
Well, we're getting ready to kick. The Tigers getting ready to come out. Again, halftime tonight will be sponsored by the Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our offensive player of the game by Trey Autry Farm Bureau, and defensive player of the game Frederick One Stop. And here come the Prairie Grove Tigers. You know, they're coming out in a real business-like approach, Ryan. You know, a lot of times they come out, they jump on the PG, and this is a very,
I told you.
You know, just seem very business-like.
Yeah, they respect Stuttgart, but they want the victory. They've been real low-key serious this week.
Someone told me the Big Ugly cleaned up a little bit today.
He did. Well, he shaved, and then just to be silly, and then he got on air on Channel 5. They did a little piece on him, and he had the Fu Manchu look going on. And I guess his dad wrote him a little bit about that, you know, and so he went ahead and shaved the rest of it off. But I was like, you never shaved during the playoffs? What's wrong with you, man? The playoffs?
Oh, well, let's see. Back deep, number 1, Keandre Davis. Also looks
22.
like 22. That is Davion Graham, and also number 9. Is that number 9? That's Tyon Berry. You need something, Scott?
DeMarcus Cooper will be the kicker for Prairie Grove. He's got the 5-step high kick.
It looks like
sometimes 3-step high kick.
Looks like Stuttgart's somewhat prepared for an onside kick based off the fact Prairie Grove got a couple of them last week. One of our onside kicks last week was a pure accident.
Yeah.
It was just one of them was planned, but one of them was just an accident. Well, we're getting ready for the opening kickoff.
The good thing is that allows an open field when Stone and Collin and some of the guys that are our kill guys get past that first line. And they'll drop back now. You see them. They go back to a normal.
And they did. They dropped back. DeMarcus getting ready to kick. Second round of playoffs here at Prairie Grove, getting ready to start, and we're underway. And it's going to be fielded and downed at the 45, so Stuttgart's going to get excellent field position down by Derek Amos.
DeMarcus doesn't act like that's exactly what he wanted. He kicked that one pretty hard. I think they were hoping to squib it, you know, probably another 10 to 15 yards before it was fielded, and instead the front line guy's able to make a play on it.
Well, that's almost like getting 2 first downs. I mean, if you kick it deep, you get them at the 25 or 30. You know, they're at the 45 to start. So they start with excellent field position. We didn't even get a second to knock off the clock. That's how quick that was.
Black, Waldrop at defensive tackles, Gunther and DeMarcus at defensive ends. Again, you'll notice some familiarities. This looks like a wing T setup, but they'll bring their split in motion.
And that's Hughes, but it's a fake pitch, and now here comes Johnson. Johnson's got room. He's got the first down at the Prairie Grove 45. He goes out of bounds. So the first play, they do kind of a fake pitch, and then he rolls out on a bootleg, Ryan, and he gets the first down. He's quick.
He is, and he was wanting to throw that time. That's a designed deep pass. They want a little bit of motion, kind of get all the safety's eyes and the linebacker's eyes to kind of go with that pitch guy, and then able to get a guy to sneak deep. The guy, we have good coverage, and so he's not able to throw it deep, but he does what he can do. We lose contain on this side, and off he goes.
Well, Johnson's 6 foot. He's a junior, and behind him, he's got David Walker, the fullback. He's going to give this time to Hughes. Hughes is hit. He breaks the first tackle. He's getting about 7 yards on the play. He's brought down by the Bryant brothers.
I started to say he was a Bryant sandwich that time.
He's going to get, he may even get, yeah, he got 7 yards just inside the Prairie Grove 38. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Ricebirds. And now here comes Johnson on the blitz. He missed it, and that was right at the middle goes Walker, and Walker goes 10 yards. So right now Stuttgart's just going right at the Tigers.
And they are, but that's their game. They know that that's how they're going to be successful, is to get these long drives, keep us off the field, and they can put some points on the board, get us behind. We'll feel like we got to throw. That's their recipe for winning here.
Well, Johnson, we had the blitz on. He just missed it and coming in. And now here is the give to Hughes. Hughes, this time Johnson gets him, and he's also helped out by Waldrop, or Hawkins, I mean, but he still picks up down to the 23-yard line, so he's going to get another 6 yards. They haven't had a play less. That's their least play so far, 6 yards, Ryan.
And, you know, hopefully this is just one of those deals where as we start off, we're kind of on our heels, and hopefully we get our bearings and things change here. Because right now they're driving very effectively.
And their offensive line, good size line, and now this time they're going to give it Walker, and he's going to get inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line.
You know, and he's a guy that hasn't been the running back in every game, but since he's moved back there, he's done a good job. He's a big guy, 33. He is going to come in at 6'1", 210. They have him at defensive tackle on their roster, but he plays a lot of defensive end and running back now. I think he had played tight end earlier in the year.
3rd down and a yard for the Ricebirds. They're at the Prairie Grove 19. We're about 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. This is their first drive. It's a pitch to Walker, and he's going to go. He's down close to the end zone. You know, Johnson was out there. He kind of took a bad angle on him that time.
Well, and he kind of got tied up. You know, Davidson was also pursuing real well, and Johnson almost had to go through his own guy to get there. So he's got to take a different angle and not shoot to get the legs behind a block, but to get in front of a block and tackle the guy.
And now $9:59.
He's saying that the runner went out of bounds there.
Okay. And now here is Johnson under center. He gives Hughes.
He's not going to get it. I don't think he got it.
And no, he's just short. Hughes goes in. Kirk Hughes, he stopped. So it's going to be 2nd goal inside the 1.
It's kind of weird for them to run him. He's one of their lightest backs. I would have expected 33 to get the ball again there, or a quarterback sneak.
Well, they're right there, and now here is the give. Johnson, Walker, he's in this time.
He's a lot longer of a guy and a lot more beef to him, so it's easier for him to stretch that out right there.
Well, it takes him just 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go 55 yards, and didn't put the ball in the air one time, just on the ground, and the Ricebirds take a 6-0 lead.
And that's going to be the battle right there. It's the battle of the trenches. Prairie Grove has to do a better job of stopping that initial line push.
And the Ricebirds going to go for 2 here. Number 3, John Hoskin in the game. And now they go into a T, and it is Johnson. He's rolling, and he gets away. Boy, he is tough. Wow. I'll tell you what, they're tough, Ryan. He almost made an extra point on that.
Johnson did a great job. Anthony Johnson that time holds. He does a great job holding on for dear life until they get him down.
Well, with 9:32 to go here in the first quarter, the Ricebirds score first. They lead the Prairie Grove Tigers 6-0. Back after this.
Who decided?
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Well, Ryan, you know, you don't like to talk about deja vu. Very reminiscent, though, of a game 5 years ago down in Stuttgart. They drove down the field and scored on their opening drive then, basically doing the same thing, just running the football. And now here's the kick. It's going to be fielded by Spinks at the 35, and that's where the Tigers are going to start. Actually, they're going to spot him at the 36. So Prairie Grove needs to answer here.
All right, so now you see what you're made of. This is the time to answer. And so, you know, on one hand, it's going to be the defensive side that's answering, can they get a stop next time? But if the offense can come here and get momentum back balanced or on our side, it's a positive thing.
In motion goes Bryant, and the give is up the middle. That's Preston. Preston's at the 50. Preston's at the 40. Preston's at 35. He's knocked out of bounds at the Ricebird 31-yard line. Hey! Good way to start.
I don't think anybody from Stuttgart thought Preston had the ball. If you look at that, he was 5 yards down the field before they realized it. Everybody was keying on Johnson that time.
Right now, just as those that are watching our scoreboard right now, we're having a little bit of a technical issue there. Ricebirds do lead 6-0, 9:24, trying to get this worked out here. But it's a good play. Prairie Grove's got the ball 1st and 10 at the 30. John David Elder comes on the center from the eye with Johnson in the eye. There's Johnson. He's looking for a hole. He's hit. He's dropped. He gets a yard.
He didn't go towards the hole that time. He tries to kick it out, but there's 3 Ricebirds kind of right there. Not a lot of blocking for Johnson that time on the outside of the hole. His area to run was more inside the tackle.
Yeah, Aaron White was the first one to meet him there, number 24, and he may have gotten about a foot on that one, Ryan.
And they're going to split Stone out to one side here and back to our base formation with Colin at wing back.
And now John David Elder, he's a wing back reverse. There's Collins. Collins inside the 25. He gets close to the 22-yard line.
He'll be just short of the first down, but that's a good, solid run right there. You see right there, he cuts inside of DeMarcus's block, and really Joe Reynolds, he holds that block for about a second longer, and that's another 3 to 4 yards. That's a first down.
Well, we're in 4-down territory here. 3rd down and a short 2 for the Tigers. Base formation. And now it's the give to Preston. He's going to be short.
He's going to gain a yard, but we needed 2.
Oh, he's going to be closer than I thought.
He's a lighter guy. You almost hate to see him get the ball in a short yardage situation.
Wow. I'm surprised they're not measuring that one. Hey, my call here is quarterback sneak.
You look at Stuttgart's defensive line. I mean, they got their 2 big guys right there in the middle, 51 and 61.
I think
55 and 61.
I think it's a quick snap, go forward. And they're going to give it to Johnson. He's got to get upfield. He's got the first down, I think.
Johnson, he's begging for a flag right there, because he did get a first down, but he got a face mask there too, and they didn't call it.
Well, he got inside the 20. I was worried about that because he wouldn't, he was stringing it out. And the longer you string it out, you need to go north and south there. But Johnson does get the first down. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers in the red zone inside the 20. At the 19, 7:20 to go here in the first quarter.
Burton in at wingback now. You kind of want to see that sweep with someone a little heavier like that. He'll go in motion to the far side.
And now up the middle, whoa! Preston was hit hard that time, and he had 4 of them meet him.
He did. And I mean, we're hoping to get a little bit more to the right there, and it doesn't work out, and that's about all Preston could do. I hear.
Yeah, the guys from Stuttgart that are doing the radio, they're really nice guys, and you can hear them in the background. They're very passionate about their team, as we are.
Self-proclaimed.
He did say that at the beginning. 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Here is John David Elder. He's back to throw. He does throw. He's got a man open. Give him 6. Hey! There we go.
Stone Bryant right there. Good job by John David getting it out over his outside shoulder. Easy pitch and catch right there.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to have Stone back. Let's look at it one more time, Maya. There he is. It's a great throw that time by John David Elder, because it wasn't horrible coverage. He got behind him.
He did. He got behind. It's that waggle look, so it freezes. There's just enough of movement there from Johnson to freeze him. And as John David kind of comes out to the outside, Stone's able to get out, and he throws a perfect strike over his shoulder.
Beeson in for the extra point. We need it. Let's go, Ben. Extra point on the way. It is good. And with 6:28, another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. It's the Prairie Grove Tigers 7 and the Ricebirds 6. Back after this.
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack, and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi.
Okay, it's Prairie Grove 7, the Ricebirds 6. We got, for anybody watching, we just got a little bit of issue with our score clock tonight that's on the screen. I'll try to keep my eye on both. 7-6 would be the score.
DeMarcus to kick once again.
And Coop, this time, I think that's a little bit more what we wanted there, and they're going to down at the 35. So
I think so too. That way, it's almost like kicking it out of bounds. You're giving it to them at the 35. There's no chance of a return, and you're going to let your defense do the work here.
Davian Mayo, a sophomore, 6 foot 175, falls down on it for the Stuttgart Ricebirds, and they'll have it 1st and 10. You're right. That's just like kicking out of bounds. They got it at the 35.
Yep. And it's safe. I mean, it's safe. I mean, you just don't want to see them return one probably with all the athletes that they have in the back.
Well, right here, Prairie Grove needs to step up on defense to get some confidence. The offense helped out. I think the offense helped the defense right there by responding to that first drive from Stuttgart.
I think so too.
And now here's Hughes he got the corner, and he's going to get 11 yards, and now Stone Bryant's going to have to come off the field.
Good job by Colin and Stone that time, getting them down, kind of tag team right there.
Well, they see, the thing is, do the coaches upstairs see Stone coming off and maybe try to pick on Skates this time?
And actually, John David will come in for Stone, so he'll be the free safety back in the back. Skates will come in for Spinks this time because it looks more of a kind of a 2-back set right here.
1st and 10 for Stuttgart, and another give to Hughes. And they're getting good blocking. I watched it that time. In the tackle that time, you had Cooper Allen was one of the tacklers. Who else we got in there, Ryan?
Coming up from the bottom right there, looks like 52. Nope, that's 28. That is our Big Ugly, the shaven Big Ugly.
It's a pickup of 40.
I hope that's not like a Samson thing where,
No, you can't lose your power with that. He picks up 4 yards.
He didn't cut his hair, though. He just shaved his face.
Could you tell the difference?
Yeah,
okay.
He's still ugly, but yeah, it was a big difference.
If you watch the right side, and they're going to that side a lot, they're picking on that side of the line, and they're being successful right now. And now straight drop, quick, and it's in the air. It's picked up. Oh no!
Darn it.
I think
Replay that one.
Stone saw 6. Stone saw 6. That's what it was. Oh yeah, 2 guys. I'll tell you what, if they're all wanting it, so I'm glad they all went to the ball.
That's right.
But if Cooper Allen's not there, you might have saw 6.
Yeah, I mean, because there's nobody catching him there.
7-6, Tigers lead. It's 3rd down and 6 for Stuttgart.
They're going to take a timeout. Stuttgart will.
Let's take a timeout with them. With 5:19 to go here in the first quarter, it's Prairie Grove 7, Stuttgart 6.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuehl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company.
Okay,
Jackson,
we're back after the timeout. 3rd down and 6 for Stuttgart. Ball right at the midfield stripe. And now another quick drop. He pumps. Now he's trying to go deep. He's got him wide open. And can Davidson get to him? He does. Down to the
Davidson
18.
Let him by him, though.
Yeah, you could almost predict whenever I can tell you, when he pulled back like that, you knew it was going to be a pump and go. They did it. Successful play that time
Davidson
for Stuttgart.
bit on it last time, but that was the play, and Davidson able to make a good play on the ball. This time, that little pump, the guy goes behind him. Davidson a little too aggressive there.
Well, they got a 1st down inside the Prairie Grove 20 at about the 19-yard line as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first half. Here is the give.
That's going to be 33, but there's a flag.
There's a flag, and I think that's going to bring them back. And that's the big ugly coming off of the floor there.
Yeah, 64 kind of hand tackled him there, Logan Erstein. He's a senior for Stuttgart.
Prairie Grove leading 7-6. 4:54 to go here in the first quarter. Illegal shift that time on the Ricebirds.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it will be a replay of first down.
Well, 1st and 15 for Stuttgart. Ball at the Prairie Grove 24. 4:54 to go here in the first quarter.
There's another flag.
Probably going to be, might be in the neutral zone here. Oh, they're
sideline warning.
It was on there. I guess it had to be them from right. He's on that. If he called it on us from over there, okay. 1st down and 15. Clock now running at the 4:45 mark.
It's gonna be a quick pitch.
And Walker gets down. He picks up about 4 yards. Tackled by DeMarcus Cooper and Dustin Burton.
Good job that time by. Walker for them had stepped over a couple guys that were kind of down on the line, but DeMarcus gets around the legs, and then Burton just takes him out.
So 2nd down, and let's call it 2nd and 12 for Stuttgart. Ball just outside the Prairie Grove 20. 4:11 to go here, and now here's another quick drop, and he's looking, he's throwing. This time it is out of bounds.
Man, we got lucky right there. He hung it kind of high. I almost wish we would have tried to play the ball a little more. The wind right now is pretty strong, and so you kind of see it float a little bit. But he kind of threw it off of his back foot, kind of a prayer also.
Well, they're starting to pick on Davidson a little bit over there, Ryan. And
Davidson's fast, but he is one of the shorter guys on the team. I think he stands about 5'9". And so if you've got a guy out there that's just as fast, which number 9 is.
Yeah, I think what we got to do here is we have to watch Johnson, the quarterback. He's a guy that can scramble. He can pick up these 10 yards on a scramble, Ryan. And here is, I think Prairie Grove may have gotten it. Prairie Grove may have gotten it. Let's see. Hey,
that's good on the bottom. Oh, my goodness. Okay, replay that one. Number 5 just gets a little antsy, doesn't know what to do with the ball. I guess he was supposed to pitch it back. It almost looks like a flea flicker, but he hands it off and then was going to flea flicker back behind him, backwards lateral.
And Ethan Gunther falls on it, and the Tigers get a break. I tell you what,
Burton did a great job. Burton's the guy back there on number 5 right there that makes him do that mistake right there. Burton's back there making the tackle.
3:59 to go here in the first quarter, and the big break there was the penalty because it kind of got them out of their rhythm. And now the Tigers, 1st and 10, ball at their own 30. Here is the give to Johnson on the right side, and Johnson fighting. He may have gotten a yard, but that's a tough yard by Mr. Johnson.
It was a very tough yard, and you hope that Burton and DeMarcus over there on that side can make him a little bit more room, but doesn't happen that time. Don't not trust it, though. We got to keep doing what we do well, and that's run the ball. That sets up the pass, too.
2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Ball sitting at their own 30. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And, well, it was a big break for the Tigers.
We're going to go with trips to this side with DeMarcus, Collin, and Johnson.
And now, straight drop. And now he throws it. There's Colin Bryant. He's got a little room. He's at the 45. He stays on his feet at the 50, inside down to the 47-yard line of Stuttgart. And the Tigers, great job by John David that time.
He bought time, and it makes a perfect pass to a guy who just sat down in the middle of his zone right there.
And what was nice, if we got a chance one more time, watch how he throws it. That was a superstar throw that time. Watch him. He throws it a little bit off balance, but he gets a lot on it, and he finds his open man. Good job by John David Elder. You can tell he's a coach's son right there.
No, he really made the play that time. He should have been sacked twice, and to pull off that odd angle throw, that's nice.
1st and 10 for the Tigers, ball at the 47. And a little bit different set this time, and now in motion goes Burton. And this time it's Heltemus. Heltemus inside the 35 down to the 31.
and I think that did confuse him that time. We take DeMarcus and we stand him up, but he's still in the same position pretty much, and we just run our fullback read.
I'm almost not so sure that we just didn't line up wrong. We haven't seen that formation all year.
We haven't. But I think it's one of those wrinkles that someone puts in during the week, because all it has to do is they got to say, okay, why are they doing that? What's different?
Splitting out wide is Jacob Watson to the far side. In motion comes Burton, and they're going to give it to Burton. He cuts up. Burton fighting. Burton down close to the 20-yard line.
That's going to be a first down.
Man, Dustin Burton, good, strong in that time by Burton. Look at this. He got hit, and he got a good 5 or 6 yards after contact, Ryan.
I love it when we can out-muscle the muscle sometimes, because they're the guys that are thicker, that look strong. They have that personality down south, that they're the guys that bring the wood, as they like to say. But here we are taking it to them, and this is our game also.
Well, it's 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Prairie Grove leading 7-6.
We'll go back to the shotgun look.
And here is the give. Johnson looking for the hole. He's got it. Johnson gets down close to the 10-yard line, and another nice run. Now Prairie Grove starting to open it up a little bit.
That's an 8-yard first down, or a 8-yard gain on first down. That puts us ahead of the chains. We can trust our run game here. We can even take a shot right here, get one in the end zone if you want, run that waggle look once again, get Stone over the top, or really DeMarcus came open on the touchdown play late. And so that's another one that you can kind of buy time right there.
Second down, less than 2 for the Tigers. And now there's going to be a flag. Did we move? Uh-oh, they may be on the –
they're offsides.
And so Stuttgart, a couple of costly penalties for the Ricebirds. They had one on the other side of the field, and now that's going to give Prairie Grove a first down inside the 10-yard line.
And that's not clean football. We talked about that. You've got to be clean tonight, and you've got to win in the trenches. Both teams are winning in the trenches right now, but the one clean, non-clean team.
Yeah, so far that was a good call on your part at the onset tonight, Ryan. And now Prairie Grove with the ball first and goal at the 6-yard line.
I could see a Heltemus Reed carry here.
And there it is, Heltemus.
Maybe Stuttgart knew that too, though.
And let's see what he gets. They're going to give him a yard to the 5-yard line. I'll tell you what else I like here. You might do just a little tight end dump to DeMarcus.
We could. I mean, what you got to do is you got to look to see who's over top of him, and when he's on the end of the line of scrimmage like he normally lines up, you look to see if there's one of those inside linebackers that's widening out. An outside linebacker he can get inside of, but an inside linebacker, if they widen out. The other thing with this short of a field, a lot of times the safety will come up and play tight. That's a no-no for that. And so you look at the safety, he's lined up over to Marcus right now. No, that takes away the tight end dump.
And here is, and now.
A whistle.
This might be on the Tigers. So that's going to be 5 against the Tigers, so this will bring up second and goal from the 10. So if the Tigers make a mistake.
That opens it back up for the pass. But, yeah, there's one of those non-clean football plays. If this costs us 6, that's a big deal right there, especially in the playoffs.
Well, you can see they may be thinking pass here, may send the house at John David this time. We're down to 15 seconds in the first quarter.
We'll be in an ace formation here.
And nothing going there. And I'm telling you right there, David Walker took it to Heltemus that time.
He did. He was on just a kind of a fire stunt there where he's just crashing as hard as he can. If we would have got something to the outside, I don't know if he recovers. But we don't go to the outside, so he's right there. As Lynn would say, bingo.
After 1 quarter of play, it's the Prairie Grove Tigers 7, Stuttgart 6. Back after this.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack, and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation.
Those are the right ones. Okay, here we go. All right, it's 3rd down and goal for the Tigers. It will start the second quarter. They're at the 9. Here is quick pass. Johnson gets down to the 5, and he's tackled there by Hoskin, and I believe the other one may have been Mayo.
All right, so that's going to be a 4th down and goal from the 5-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you try to kick a field goal here? That's about a 20-yard field goal into the wind, though.
And that's the deal. The wind's blowing really big tonight, and now it's going to be.
Go for it.
It's 4th and goal from the 5. Big play here for the Tigers. And here we go. And now here is John David Elder. He throws.
It's tipped. It was tipped. 33 got it. He's the same one that was doing it last week versus Shiloh. That's going to be a turnover on downs. That's going to be Stuttgart ball.
Well, Prairie Grove, both teams had costly penalties. Stuttgart on their drive backed them up and got them out of their rhythm. We had one when we had 1st or 2nd goal from the 5, and then we were unsuccessful.
Got some score updates for you. Mr. Gary Hill, he's Pea Ridge 7, Hamburg 0, Warren 14, Ozark 0, and then Fayetteville 6, Bryant 0.
Well, the winner of this game will take on Warren, and Stuttgart's already seen them earlier in the year. In the 2nd game of the season, they dropped it to Stuttgart 27-13. And now another stoppage of play.
Something about kids or something. I don't know. He's trying to get the kids out of the end zone, from behind the end zone.
11:22 to go here in the second quarter. In the 11:22 to go in the first half. Again, we're having a little bit of issue with our normal scoreboard tonight that we have, and while the guys work on it a little bit, we'll take it down. Well, I'll try to keep you informed. 11:22, 1st and 10 for the Ricebirds at their own 5. Here is the give. Picks up about 3. Who's made the tackle there, Ryan?
Looked like Waldrop and Burton and Cooper Allen.
And Derek Amos was the ball carrier that time. (7-6). They are back up deep, and you know they got the kind of offense that from inside their own 10 works well for them.
It should. They should be able to run the ball effectively here, but they're going to drop down and pass.
And he's looking deep, and it's good job
Colin
that time.
did a great job. Replay that, Nacho. Colin, we don't have to replay that time. Colin does a great job running step for step with the guy that runs a 4.540, number 9 for them, or 4.7. He's running step for step with him down the sideline. Ball gets close to there, and he's able to poke his hand in and knock it out.
The guy had it for a moment, and then on the way down, Colin stayed with it and knocked it away. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
That's one of those game-changing plays right there. If we're able to hold them right here and get the ball back, that could be one of your stops of the game.
Well, it is now 3rd and 8 for Stuttgart. Ball at their own 7.
Little confusion. Johnson had him under the tackle instead of the guard instead of the center.
And now he drops back. He's in trouble. They got him. Oh, they got him.
Safety,
Hey,
baby,
it's a safety.
If that's a hold, that's a safety. That's not a penalty on us. That's
wow. He brought him and he got him. Hey.
I'm hoping that's a hold.
It's going to be a safety, and a nice job. Nice call by Coach Laird that time. Hey, and the Tigers. Let's watch it again. Man, who was that came in? Was
Stone on the blitz, I think. Or it was Clayton Spinks, 81.
Spinks came in. Watch it one more time. One more time, Maya, if you could.
That's the first safety of the year. That's the first safety in like 3 years.
Look at that. Look at him come. And bam! Bingo!
There's your bingo.
That was a bingo city.
Clayton actually broke his face mask on that. When he comes off the sideline, his face mask hanging on by a thread. Big time hit that time by Spinks.
Well, it's a big hit by Spinks, and the Tigers with 10:37 will get the ball.
Which is awesome there. You score and you get the ball.
9-6, and like I said, we're having a little bit of issue with our scoreboard here. Bear with us. We're going to try to fix that at halftime. I'll, again, try to keep you up to date. 10:37 to go here in the first half. Tigers up after the safety, 9-6.
That's big. That's big.
And hoping here with this kickoff from the 20 that we can get some good field position. Ryan, we need to take advantage of this, and if at all possible, get up by 2 scores.
So they're going to kick it deep this time. They're not going to onside this one, surely.
Well,
it's got to be a punt-type kick anyways.
Well, no, you can kick it from a tee if you'd like, and that's what they're going to elect to do.
Okay. So usually it's a punt-type kick on one of these because you can get the hang time, let your guys get down the field. They must not have a strong punt game.
Derek Amos is going to kick, and he's got the wind behind him, and he gets a good kick. Wow, that's a heck of a kick. And look at that. Wow. Wow, what a play. Now, what can Stone do? Stone, wow, you know what? I'll tell you, give Amos a lot of credit. He had the wind at his back. He took advantage of it. If you can get that, Maya, look at this kick.
From the 20 all the way to the 5.
Yeah, it went all the way inside the 5. Okay, I'll tell you what.
That's a 65-yard kick, I think, right?
No, that's almost, if he kicked it from 20, 75-yard kickoff, and that, he flipped the field. I mean, that's a big play there. So the Tigers now got to start their own 26. I was thinking we might get it at worst at our own 40. Instead, we're back at our own 26. But, hey, we got the safety. We got the ball. 10:31 to go here in the first half.
Clean football here. Put a drive together. No turnovers, no mistakes.
There's Burton, and Burton fighting, trying to get it. He's still on his feet. Look at Burton, the big ugly, over the 30.
They had not blown the whistle. I kind of thought everybody kind of stood up because we thought it was dead. He was sitting on top of another guy driving his feet.
Little extra power without the beard this time.
Good job that time. We haven't talked enough tonight, but you got Daytona Pinkley and Hayden Black at guards. You got Will Hawkins at center, and then Waldrop and Joe Thomas at your tackles. Reynolds has a tough job tonight with number 33. He's their best defensive lineman, I would say, just from an athletic standpoint. Not necessarily power, but athletic. He's got it all.
And it is just a give this time. And Johnson, he may.
I wish that was more of an option look there. And maybe it was because John David looked to the sideline almost like Anthony took it out of his hand. It would have been nice for him to fake that and take off running himself and just slide. Don't do anything silly. Don't get hurt.
Well, it's going to be 3rd down and a long 4 for Prairie Grove. 9:20 to go here in the first half.
This is where the threat of pass could allow us to do a sweep or something to pick up the first. But if not, I see us trying to get a quick throw right here. Maybe not. In this formation, I think we'll run here.
And we do, and not much going. We get it close to the 34, and the Tigers are at the punt.
And there, again, we talked about, Preston is a speed guy, not a power necessarily guy. There's a couple guys asking him to go for it that we don't need that much, but you don't go for it here. The problem, though, is the wind's blowing in our face. So a high punt here actually kind of causes a problem as far as being able to get to the ball. It's going to be a little bit shorter.
Well, this is where the wind has helped Stuttgart in this situation because they got a great kick on the kickoff, pins us back deep. And now we've got to punt into that strong wind. Let's hope John David can get a good punt off, and he does. And he gets a nice punt into the wind. It's going to be fielded back there by Davis inside his 20.
Burton's going to push him to the sideline.
And there we go.
Stone and Reynolds get him out. Number 1's a guy who runs a 4.5, so that's a big time play.
Well, that was good. We did a good job there of getting the field position back where they've got a ways to go. I was really nervous about
the kick.
They
made 20 yards in the exchange between the safety and getting the ball back here, but they lost 2 points.
Again, if you're looking at our scoreboard across the top, it's 9-6. We are at 8:14 to go here in the first half.
Walter, Black, Heltemus, and Gunther on the line this time. King and Burton at inside linebackers. And Spinks is back to the outside.
Walker goes in motion. They give it to Hughes. Hughes right up the middle. He gets close to 5. You know, Hughes has done that a lot tonight. Doesn't look like he gets a lot, but he picked up 5 yards. And
they run with their shoulder pads forward, and they pick up, you know, as they fall down, they gain an extra yard or 2. Because you're right. I thought we kind of had him for no gain to 2, and it ends up being 5.
7:50 to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 5 for Stuttgart at their own 35. Here is another give to Hughes. He finds the hole, and he's got the first down over the 40.
Johnson and King on the tackle that time.
Johnson's got to come off with a helmet.
He should be in trouble for that. Number 5 hits Johnson's helmet down into the ground.
No, it was right in front of him. I'm surprised they didn't get the call there.
I think his body may have been blocking him. Elder's giving him an earful right now, though, like, hey, why is that not?
Well, it's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for Stuttgart at their own 41. Walker and Amos in the backfield. It is a fake pitch and throws complete. Missed tackle, but he got some help pretty quick.
Good job there. Davidson just over pursues a little bit, kind of tries to make the big hit, but he misses. But John David and King and Colin Bryan out there to make the tackle.
Barry on the reception, 5'8", 150 junior. He gets it up. He picks up 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for Stuttgart as we approach the 7-minute mark of the first half.
And we had no one over the top that time. We sent the backfield last time. Stone from the right side goes on a blitz.
And there's Walker, and we kind of got him that time.
It did. It looks like a bunch of us. I mean, there's 4 guys standing. The rest of them are on him. That's Hawkins. That's DeMarcus. I see Johnson. I see Burton.
Yeah, a nice job. Good gang tackling that time by the Tigers. And now it brings up a 3rd down and 4 for Stuttgart.
And they're starting to split out 2 to this far side. I think they're trying to get Colin or Stone and Clayton Spinks to kind of split out a little bit so they can open up the middle of the field here.
And now here is the
like
give. Walker, and boy, his 2nd effort got it. We hit him initially, Ryan, but he.
You had the replay on that one. Watch the running back this time. I don't even think as a little too. You'd have to go back a little bit farther. The running back almost looked like he took off before the snap.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a good 2nd effort because we hit him in the backfield, but unable to bring him down. And Stuttgart has a 1st and 10 at the Prairie Grove 47. 6:19 to go here in the first half. This drive started at their own 30. And now here is Johnson back to throw. He's got time. He does throw. Incomplete.
Colin was ready for the hit that time, but realized it's over the head. Good job by Colin not getting a penalty that time.
Intended for Davion Graham. And an incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. 6:03 to go. Boonville, we just got a score. Boonville up on Nashville 21-14. I knew that would be a good one. And here is the give to Hughes. Hughes got a little room. He's got a hole, and he stumbles. He's got a 1st down. He's down at the Prairie Grove 31. Late hit. I'm not sure who the late hit's going to be on. If it's on Prairie Grove, that's going to give them excellent field position. But there was a late hit. It may have been on Stuttgart. I'm not sure.
21-7 Warren over Ozark. Gunther has to come off the field.
You can see that all the way through, Maya. Let's see at the end of the play here. So he's good there. Oh, it's a block in the back right there at the very end. It's going to be a block in the back at the end by Dontrell Robinson, I think. But I could be wrong. But I think it was a block in the back at the very end.
Sure looked like it once you did the replay. I didn't notice it in live action, but with the replay.
Block in the back, yep. So block in the back at the end of the play, and it was really the guy was down. There was no reason for him to really do it. So
the only reason he had is if that guy breaks that tackle, he knows that's the next guy that's going to be on the pile, and so he's trying to get him off there. But
so it'll be 2nd down and 4 for Stuttgart. So it was almost like they got 6 yards on the first play instead of an incomplete pass. 5:54 to go in the first half. It's 2nd and 4 for Stuttgart at the Prairie Grove 41. Here is the give to Walker, and he's got the first.
Good job by Burton, though, meeting him there in the hole.
And it's a first down for Stuttgart. Now they've moved the ball from their own 30 down to the Prairie Grove 36. 9-6, Tigers lead. I know our scoreboard says 9-5. It's 9-6. Ball sitting at the Prairie Grove 36. Johnson comes under center. And here is the give to Hughes, and he's hit.
Big
but
hit.
He breaks away. Wow.
Big hit by King, but he's got to wrap up.
Yeah. That second effort, nice run there by Hughes. I give him credit, man. He was hit. Should have been a yard loss. He picked up 3 yards. Good run that time by Kirk Hughes of the Ricebirds.
The refs having to talk between 5, Hughes, and 1, Johnson. They've been at each other a bunch tonight. But, you know, both of them, after every tackle, it's like if the other guy's not off of him immediately, he's kind of flailing a little bit or pushing a little bit. And so I'm sure there's a good little banter going on there.
2nd down, 7 for Stuttgart. And here is the pitch to Walker. Can you get him back there?
Skates almost has him. Burton gets him, though.
Boy, I tell you what, you got to wrap up, and you got to get him down. But pick the second effort again, gives him to the 30, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for Stuttgart. Actually, it's called 3rd and 4.
Good job by Burton that time. Burton wasn't able to get him low, so he kind of just, wrestling moves him down.
9-6, 4:25 to go here in the first half. Johnson, he drops. He's trying to escape. Wow.
Gunther, good job by Gunther.
He tackled him and the blocker. You got that one, Mike. Look at this.
He just holds onto his jersey and starts pulling him back, and then the cavalry comes.
He held on long enough.
That was one of Stuttgart's designed quarterback runs. He kind of looks like he's going to pass, but then he goes ahead and takes off running.
Well, he loses a couple. It's going to bring up 4th down, and let's call it 6 for Stuttgart. So they're in 4-down territory. That's Prairie Grove 32. Got to get it down to.
What do you play as the defensive coordinator here? You know they could pick up this running with number 33. So do you get 33 to the outside, or do you try to throw?
And they are going to try to throw, and he gets away.
Johnson almost had him, but that leaves him wide open.
And a nice move. And a good run that time. Wow, we had the right call, Ryan.
You can see Johnson almost has him in the backfield right there, but that leaves Williams wide open.
That was Walker.
Walker, sorry.
Yeah, Walker. And Walker does a nice job. He gets down to the 10. Big play. Prairie Grove sold out and really had the right call, just didn't quite get him down.
It was, because Johnson guards that guy, and so we're giving that up to go and get in the quarterback before the quarterback gets a chance, and he's there.
And now it is the give again to
Walker.
Walker.
Once again. Cooper has him, slides off. Stone drives him back. Johnson skates. I'm sure Burton's down there somewhere.
I think he's going to get about 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and goal from about the 6.
I don't know how that guy doesn't touch the ball every time almost.
Well, he does.
He's going to take himself out right here. That's a bad thing for them.
Well, the alternative is Hughes, or the alternative is Johnson. So they've got plenty of guys, or Amos. So they've got a lot of guys that can run the football. And now here is the give. That's up the middle. That is Hoskins. Hoskins gets close down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. I can't quite see where it's at.
That was number 3 that time. He's 6 foot 210. He's a junior.
2:25 to go here in the first half. Prairie Grove was stopped inside the 5. Can they return the favor to the Ricebirds? 2:17 to go here in first half. Prairie Grove has all 3 timeouts. Here is Hughes, and Hughes is going to be in, and the Ricebirds score. It's 12-9. And Hughes goes into the end zone, and Stuttgart takes the lead. I see no flags, so they're going to go for 2 here. This is a big 2-point conversion, Ryan, because it's within a field goal. We've got all 3 timeouts, so Prairie Grove.
We have a chance. We just don't want to.
We get the ball to start 2nd.
That's right. We just don't want to put it in the air too much and give a chance to have a bad mistake. So.
And now here is a quick pitch to Hughes. He's in. And the 2-point conversion is good. The score is Stuttgart 14, Prairie Grove 9 with 2:06 to go. We'll be back after this.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack, and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Ryan, I know you mentioned you don't want to make a mistake here, and you get the ball to start the second half,
but you don't want to play
too conservative. I mean, they've got 2 timeouts too, and you definitely don't want to give them the ball back. They've got guys that can make explosive plays. We do too, but here, let's go. He's going to straight toe it. He kicks it deep. What a kick! And so Prairie Grove will get the ball. What a kick! And you know, with that wind behind him. So if you're Prairie Grove here, Ryan, I think you probably got to run a couple plays here. And
yeah, you don't want to come out throwing. I know it's 2 minutes, so you think the 2-minute offense, but I'd really like to see the clock tick a little and see if you can get a sweep to the outside, let Johnson have a chance to touch it a couple times before you go to the throw.
Yeah, and you just don't want to do it too early and give them a good field position with this much time left. Maybe click off a little bit of time. We'll see. Well, we start off in the shotgun. And he's going to fake it, and now he throws. There's DeMarcus at the 30. DeMarcus at the 40, and he's got a first down. Well, we got some room, Ryan, to work with. We took a chance on first down. We got to work with.
I really thought we'd run it there, so good play call because hopefully Stuttgart thought the same thing, but they had decent coverage. But we're in our 2-minute offense here. We're going to go shotgun.
157, 154 now. And now John David Elder, this time he does give to Johnson. Johnson's got a little hole, and it clogs up pretty quick. But Johnson gets it to the 46, picks up 5. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, I like that look when you hustle to the line and go ahead and run out of it too, because it's got them spread out. That's going to give us a second down and about 4.5 to 5.
Empty backfield this time. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. They're all over the place. We got them.
They're going to call a timeout surely.
And they call a timeout. I got to call it with them. With 1:26 to go here in the first half, it's Tigers trailing the Stuttgart Ricebirds 14-9.
Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
My name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward Basketball and cheerleading.
Okay, we're back with you. Second down, 5 for the Tigers. There is John David Elder back to throw. He's got time. He throws long. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what.
Good coverage that time by Johnson.
Yeah,
I think John Davis kind of said, I'm going to throw it deep. Hopefully he can make a play, and he was unable to get past the defense that time.
Ryan, big third down here, because if you don't make it, you're going to punt the ball. They'll have the ball. They've got 1 timeout left. They got explosive plays. So I'd like to see us get a first down and not give them the ball back. That was critical in the game we played them 5 years ago.
Right.
We had pulled within a touchdown. They got a touchdown right before the half. Hope we don't see that tonight.
Back on our base formation.
And there's Johnson. He stumbled. He's going to be short. Now, do you go or you let this clock run? I think you let it run down and make them spend their time out.
I think I'm going to be aggressive here. I think I'm going for it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going for it. It's a short 4, long 3. They've only got a minute. I know the punt might gain you 20 to 25 yards, but golly. Surely your defense could stop.
I'm a little surprised here that Stuttgart's not calling a timeout, just because if we don't make
they're up. They're up, and surely they're thinking if they get the first down, we don't want them to have that much time left. So they're planning to not give up a score.
So it's 34 seconds to go. Prairie Grove's going to take a timeout. Let's take it with them. 34 seconds to go. Tigers trail 14-9.
Who decided?
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Okay, here's the situation. 34 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball 4th down and 3 for Prairie Grove. Ball at their own 48. They trail 14-9. They have 2 timeouts left. Stuttgart has 1. It's a big play here for Prairie Grove. If you don't make this, you know what though? I like the aggressiveness here, Prairie Grove. If it looks like we're going to go, of course, John David is our punter.
Right, but I still think
we don't have all the guys on the field.
Oh, because we're punting. Huh. I did not think we were punting, which they didn't even put a guy back.
Well, we had to call another timeout because we didn't have the punt team on there. Now, it's almost like you think through it again, dude. Well, we lost a timeout there, so, yeah.
I mean, we're playing not to give up a touchdown, I know, but, man, I would love to have an opportunity to get into the end zone.
Another thing, too, you think about here, if you're Stuttgart, do you take a shot if you're Stuttgart, or you go and say, you know what, we'll take 14-9, because if you do punt it and you take it back deep, they could have a turnover too. So it's a little bit conservative. I don't know if it's conservative or not.
Hey, we just brought our offense back onto the field.
So now.
So it did. The mistake, which you would think wouldn't change anything, if not, it'd make you almost positive that you're punting, puts the offense back on the field.
Let's see what we're going to do here. So the Tigers, now they've got.
We're going to have both Bryant brothers split out to this side, so we'll have twins to this side.
And now, 34 seconds to go. Now Prairie Grove deciding to go for it. Wow.
A hard count right here to draw them off sides would be awesome, too.
He had it, dropped it.
Big hit by number 9 that time. Stone had the ball. Stone's hurt, too. That hurt him.
Stone Bryant had it, but it's going to be 29 seconds. They're going to have the ball at the Prairie Grove 48. Well, I'll tell you what, nice hit that time by Barry.
It was. Good strike by John David. Stone had it in his hands. Right play call, great execution. Number 9 makes a heck of a play for Stuttgart right there.
Right here now, though, Ryan, you've got 29 seconds. They've got probably, I'm going to say 4 plays. They've got 4 plays. If you take about 7 seconds per play, they've got 4 plays to go 48 yards. It's possible. So Prairie Grove's got to really step up here. So now here is a drop back.
Pass, but he's got guys pursuing him. He's going to throw it out of bounds.
Smart play. And that. It was intercepted in the stands. He's asking for it to go the other way. 7 seconds run off the clock, and it's 22 seconds to go. And so.
And that's what you wanted right there. No gain, a loss of down, and 7 seconds ran off the clock.
Prairie Grove's got to be really, really careful here. 2nd down and 10.
You got to think that they're going to want to run the ball, though, to keep the clock moving, just in case they're not able to pick up a first down. There they did.
There is Hughes, and Hughes is
got him.
down. And now it looks like they may let the clock run, or they're gonna let it probably run down. And they may call a timeout at the end and take one shot for the end zone too, Ryan. That's what I would do, but I'm not a coach. I was just told on a text I wasn't a coach. So that's the end of the first half. The score, it's been a good one. Stuttgart 14, Prairie Grove 9. We'll stay with here for halftime, and Ryan and I will be back with the stats. Let's do the stats right now. We got a moment. We'll take the stats. Okay, let's go. Fairly even here in the first half, Ryan. I got
to get the glasses.
I got to get the second set of eyes here. Let's see. We have Stuttgart total offense 177, Prairie Grove 167. Very close. Passing yards, Prairie Grove 64, Stuttgart 57. A lot of that came on one play. Rushing yards 120 for Stuttgart, 103 for Prairie Grove. Individually, turnovers, Stuttgart had one, but it was on fourth down, so it was going to come over anyway. Time of possession, almost dead even, about almost 12 minutes apiece. Stuttgart passing, 3 of 8 for 57 yards. Prairie Grove, John David Elder, 4 of 7 for 64. He's got a touchdown pass. Aaron Preston, 4 carries, 39 yards. Anthony Johnson, 7 carries, just 20 yards. Heltemus, 3 for 20. Dustin Burton, 2 for 16. Colin Bryant, 1 for 8. On the receiving end, Colin Bryant, 1 for 23. DeMarcus Cooper, 1 for 20. Stone Bryant, 1 for 18. Anthony Johnson, 1 for 3. And on the Stuttgart side,
look at Walker on those rushing yards.
Yeah, he's got 12 carries, 66 yards. Hughes has got 12 for 51. Both of them have a touchdown. Well, Ryan and I are going to take a break. We're going to let you enjoy the halftime festivities. We'll be back for the second half.
For 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack, and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
My name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer Senior High 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey. Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
100 years, the Lugan-Buell name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Lugan-Buell care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Lugan-Buell, Stacy Lugan-Buell, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Lugan-Buell tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuell.com.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack, and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
Hi, my name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey. Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
Years, the Lugan-Buell name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Lugan-Buell care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Lugan-Buell, Stacy Lugan-Buell, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Lugan-Buell tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuell.com.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack, and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
My name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey. Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
Back with you, and Ryan, one of the things that was really interesting to me during halftime, and I hope those that were watching it saw that both Stuttgart and the Prairie Grove bands got out on the field at the same time. No rehearsal there.
Right.
They got out, they played a couple of songs together. I love it.
How do they do that?
Great sportsmanship and great, just excellent to see that. Initial thoughts on the first half, Ryan. We got about 45 seconds before we kick off.
Very evenly matched teams. Both teams dedicating themselves to the run, trying to control the line of scrimmage. We are a couple of penalties and mistakes away from either a bigger blowout, or a big blowout, or from a very, very tight game, and we're still just 14-9. I think the 4th down play where we make the right call but we don't get it, that's huge. The Colin Bryant knock away on that deep pass where we do stop him that time, that's huge. So we've got one, we've given up one. The 80-yard kickoff.
I think that was, to me, that was huge. That was huge because we just got in a safety. Well, we're getting ready to start the second half. Number 21, that's Derek Amos getting ready to kick. And we are underway, and it bounces. And now that is Heltemus. Heltemus looking for a little room. He's got some. He runs into a few of the Ricebirds, and they're going to get the ball. Prairie Grove will start at their own 34. Well, we begin the second half. We'll be going into the wind in the second half, which means we'll have it in the fourth. Or in the third quarter, we'll have it in the fourth, Ryan. And
right.
that could be huge. Usually the weather hasn't played a lot of in any of the games we played this year. The wind has played a little bit of a factor tonight in some of the play calling. First and 10.
It's a field changer, too.
And that's the same play we ran to start the game. This time we pick up about 3 yards. It'll be up 2nd down and 7.
They're going to spot him about 5 yards, so I like that play call on first down. It's going to be a 2nd and 5.
Wow.
They gave him the fall. I kind of thought they might spot him where it looked like he was kind of slowing up, like forward progress.
He got a lot. Yeah, he got a lot more than I thought. So he picks up 5 yards, be 2nd down and 5. That's a lot better than 2nd and 7. And now John David Elder back to throw. He's in trouble. He's going to take off. He's going to run.
He's got to just keep running there.
Yep.
I mean, he still made 2 yards, but right there, I think you go ahead and just trust yourself and try to take off. He did the typical cutback thing, but there's guys pursuing too. So as a quarterback, knowing there's pressure from the backfield, you got to just keep running, run to the sideline.
Well, he picks up a couple yards, so it'll bring up 3rd down, a long 3 for Prairie Grove. Big 3rd down to start the second half, Ryan. We need it. 14-9, the Tigers trail. And it's going to be Johnson. He's got the first. He's at midfield, and he's into Stuttgart territory at the 48-yard line. Big first down for the Tigers, Ryan.
It was. Good job by Black and Pinkley that time, pulling out there, getting good blocks. I mean, that's the difference maker in that. Johnson can only do so much if the defense is already in the backfield. We do a great job that time of keeping him out of the backfield and creating kind of a crease there for him to gain that first down.
Well, we do get the first. They're going to spot him at the 49. Tigers 1st and 10 in Stuttgart territory. Here is John David Elder back to throw. He's in trouble again, and he's trying to scramble. He stays on his feet, and he's going to get close back to the line of scrimmage. Good coverage that time by Stuttgart.
Good coverage and good job by John David not making a mistake. You know, not only did he protect the ball, move with his feet, keep the play alive, looking for something, but he didn't just throw it up for grabs, trying to be the hero and make a big play. This is not time for the hero ball and a big mistake.
Well, we were trying to do things for karma at halftime. Nacho's already put down a plate of nachos, and if I have to get him more to get us a touchdown, we'll do it. Here is Burton, and Burton stays on his feet, and he's fighting. Burton gets down to about the 45, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. No, we got all the karma going. Karma usually is Skittles. We got a couple Skittles here.
And nachos.
Nacho is knocking down the nachos, and well, we need something here. It's 3rd down, and it's 3rd and 6 for the Tigers. 9:18 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we're down to 15 seconds on the play clock. Don't want to take a timeout here and waste it. We're down to 9 seconds. Let's see what Prairie Grove's got dialed up here. And here's John David Elder. It's a quick drop. He looks. He had his man. And
I think his knee was down. I think his knee was down, but they're not going to call it.
No.
He was already down on his knees, it looked like. Replay that, Nacho.
Let's see here if he's down. And no, he wasn't. It's a good call.
Maybe they knocked it out right before.
I thought he had, was that Burton over there to the left side? I thought he had Burton there for a minute. He did see the guy, so I mean, he may have hesitated because there was a guy behind Burton, but the turnover gives Stuttgart excellent field position at their own 48. So the turnover hurts the Tigers. They're in an I formation. They give right up the middle. This time it is White. White gets into Tiger territory at the 49.
DeMarcus and Cooper Allen on the stop that time. Good stop that time. You know, Cooper's playing inside linebacker along with Burton. He's able to kind of go into the hole that time, and DeMarcus from his defensive end position crashes down.
They stay with the I formation again. This time they're going to give to Hughes, and Hughes breaks the tackles. You got to bring him down. We had him there for no gain. Let's see, we had Burton, we had Cooper, and neither one able to bring him down.
And that could be a difference. I mean, that could be – it's coming out time halftime. That shouldn't be anything with fatigue, but that's a difference maker right there. They're hard running, and that's not wrapping up.
Well, I'm going to give Hughes the credit there and just say he's a tough runner, and he breaks the tackles, and so you tip your hat to the Ricebirds. 3rd down, couple, and there's Hughes. He's got the first, and he breaks another tackle, and this time he gets down to the Prairie Grove 30, and that is Stone Bryant, and then Davidson finishes him off, but. That was a big, I think that the down, Ryan, when we had him there for, you bring up a 3rd and 7 instead of a 3rd and a couple, and now Stuttgart on the move at the Prairie Grove 31.
Fresh set of downs for Stuttgart here. They'll have the 2 backs in the backfield, 21 and 24.
And now he's back to pass. He's got time. He throws. It could be intercepted. No, it's batted. No,
he
dropped
didn't make it. Whoa,
wow.
Man. Replay
wow.
that, Nacho.
Wow, Nacho, you got the replay on that one. That was good. Boy, they almost made a great play there. And I didn't know who their guy was that almost made that catch. So there's Johnson. He's buying him some time. He throws it up. Really, Colin Bryant in good position. And then, wow, almost. Wow, that was I never did catch the number there that almost got it. Second down and 10 for Stuttgart. Ball at the Prairie Grove 31. There's the give. And good job that time by Will Hawkins. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8 for Stuttgart. We're down.
You watch their running back, though. That guy, he moved again. Because before the snap, he's getting forward motion before the snap. That's something I almost wish I could go down there and tell the ref, just watch, just watch. I'm not saying this every time, but there's a couple times where he's getting a little ahead of the count.
Well, it's 3rd down and 8. They're definitely in 4-down territory, so they got 2 down, so they don't have to throw here, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him give Hughes that ball again just off tackle. So he's going to roll to his right, and there's a fumble. And
DeMarcus got it.
Hey! And a big turnover for the Tigers. They're going to get it at their own 49. Let's see it again, Nacho Man.
Johnson thinks what's happening there is Johnson, the quarterback for Stuttgart, thinks he can outrun Spinks. Spinks does a great job, and when he's trying to make the tackle, pokes the ball out because Johnson's not holding it tight enough. He pokes the ball out. DeMarcus is right there to pick it up.
Excellent job that time. And a good job. It's 1st down and 10, and the Tigers a much-needed break, and we're right back kind of where we started. Here is the give to Johnson. It's between the tackles, and Johnson goes about 6 yards, maybe 7. He's in Stuttgart territory at the 45.
Johnson a little slow to get up that time. He flew quite a ways there.
And he
may have just lost some air. Or
Johnson's down. Let's take a break while Johnson's down. We'll check on him when we come back.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuhl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuhl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuhl. Stacy Luganbuhl, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Luganbuhl tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuhl.com.
Okay, Johnson come off the field on his own, and it's 2nd and 3, and it is a quick pass. Oh, and it's tipped. Was that, I believe that was Walker again. He's all over the field, both offensively and defensively.
I told you at defensive end, he does a good job. If he can't get to the ball, he's going to get his hands up to make a play happen.
May have been, Nacho's telling me it may have been 23 on that one, who is Quinn Nelson. But it's 3rd down and 3 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the Stuttgart 45. Johnson come back in. So he must have just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. They're going to be back in that I formation.
3rd down and 4.
And it's a delay give. Johnson, wow.
It's going to be 4th and about 1.5 yards
yeah,
here.
Let's see where
I got to think we're going for it here on our side.
A bad spot, I think, there, Ryan, because I thought he'd get a little bit closer to the 43.
Well, I think, too, if you rewatch it, which Nacho's got it in slow-mo, but if you rewatch it, the line judge is kind of out of position there and has to run back. So I think that's why the spot's off just a little.
We got to go back to the live action. A little too slow on the instant replay that time. All right, 4th down, and we got a couple to go here. Tigers in their base formation. And it's Johnson. Johnson's got the first. Oh, he's inside the 40, down close to the 35. Hey!
He even gives the good 1st down show right there. Which you hate it when they do it on every 1st down, but that's a big one. That's a 4th down conversion right there. So there he goes. Gets the tackle, and watch him stand up on a knee and give that 1st down look.
When we needed the 1st down, Prairie Grove now at the Stuttgart 36. 5:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter. John David Elder, this time wing back. No, he's going to get to Johnson. He faked the wing back reverse. He faked us out. He gets inside the 30.
Haven't seen that one there because you take a lot of your blockers out of the equation right there because they're pulling on the wing back reverse. So that's big time. Oh, look at that fancy stuff by Nacho.
That was a good job that time. Johnson did a good job of selling it. And then he accelerated. He picks up 6 yards, brings up 2nd down and 4. We're under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. So
they fooled us all on that one.
Here comes the pass. He looks, he throws, he's got Stone. Oh! And he overthrew him just a little bit. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Bryant kind of flattened his route out there too, I think, to get open. And then when John David throws it deep, he tries to adjust back, but it's just a hair outside of his fingertips. So I'm going to throw that on both of them. John David just a hair overthrown, but I think he's playing it safe. They're trying to get it deep and not let a guy come underneath pass and get it.
Schrum's going to bring the play in. 4:43 to go here in the 3rd. Tigers at the 30-yard line of Stuttgart. 3rd down and 4. We got 2 tries to get this here, Ryan.
We'll start spreading people out. We'll go trips to this near side. Shotgun look with Heltmas in the backfield. DeMarcus on an island by himself.
And John David, he throws. It is intercepted. And so a tip, and then intercepted that time by Dontrell Robinson at his 20-yard line. And so Stuttgart will take over 1st and 10.
And that's where you got to be careful. We said that earlier, you know, if we rely on the pass too much, you know, we had 2 downs right there. I think I would have run the ball. But at the same time, I understand trying to be aggressive and trying because you know you got another down.
4:36 to go here in the 3rd, and Stuttgart starts at their own 21. And now they're going to give to Walker, and Walker breaks through, and he's got room. And the question is, and he gets all the way down to the Prairie Grove 37-yard line, brought down by Colin Bryant. Colin was trying to get a strip, and a good job by Walker to hang on to the ball. Being tackled from behind, he gets down to the Prairie Grove 36.
Oh, that makes that interception hurt so much more. I wish we could have pursued the run there a little bit and just punched it in. We had 2 more downs. It's one of those things where sometimes the aggressiveness pays off. That time it doesn't.
Now they're in Prairie Grove. There's a fumble, and he just drops on it. So smart play that time by Tim Johnson, the Stuttgart quarterback. It'll be 2nd and 10. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. There's been a lot of action in this 3rd quarter. Turnovers by both teams. Prairie Grove's had 2. Stuttgart's had 1. It's 2nd down and 9. Boy, they've got number 1 way over there. And there is right up the middle. There's Hughes. Oh! And he gets down to the 28-yard line. That's a good, strong run by Hughes.
It is good. That was actually Hoskins that time. And good job by...
Oh, was it Hoskins? Okay.
Yeah, that was 3. Good job by Anthony coming there and getting a big hit. But the problem is Hoskins just as big as Anthony.
Well, it's 3rd down and 2 for Stuttgart at the Prairie Grove 28. And another, he's got it. He's going to be close to the 25-yard line. I thought he got it. Let's say they caught it. It's going to be close. 1st down. It's a 1st down for Stuttgart. They've got the ball at the Prairie Grove 26. Defense needs to stand up here, Ryan. Really need a big stop.
We do. We got to get them behind the chains somehow with a sack or a tackle for loss, or let them somehow, we're doing a good job so they get a penalty with a hold or something like that. If they're going to play clean football and get 4 to 5 yards of carry, we're not going to be able to stop them. So we got to make something happen.
Well, if I'm Stuttgart, I'm going right at Prairie Grove. Now he's going to roll to his right. He's in trouble. He gets away. He's got room. He's inside the 25.
Oh, Stone. That's a big mistake right there.
Well, it's a big mistake, but he didn't. I'll tell you, he didn't hit him on purpose, Ryan. He was trying to pull up, but they're going to get him for it, and that's going to put them that's going to be a half a distance to the goal from there. I don't think they mark off the full 15. So they're going to have the ball 1st down and 10 around the Prairie Grove 10-yard line. It'll be, or could be 1st and goal. Let's see where they end up spotting it. So let's see. That's probably going to be spotted at the 10. So it's 1st and goal, Stuttgart at the Prairie Grove 10-yard line. We talked about clean earlier in the game. and that's a huge mistake. Like I said, I don't think Colin didn't. He was trying to pull up, but you know the aggressiveness.
Right.
It was a tough one. So Prairie Grove needs to stand tall here. 1st and 10 or 1st and goal, and here is the give. Amos is getting close. He's probably close to the 5. So
this is where we are struggling with the good run teams. You know, a team like Shiloh, this is where we stood tall because we were able to take away that deep threat, stack the box a little bit, and we're more aggressive and more physical than they are. Stuttgart's an even match here, and so they're able to pick up those yards.
And they've got a give. This time he's short, so Prairie Grove, it's going to be 3rd down and goal.
What?
Those guys, they can keep doing what they're doing.
They should. They should. And if they try to get cute with it, that's where they can make a mistake.
And here is, they got him! DeMarcus brings him down. That's a big hit by Coop. Hey!
Wow. Replay that, Nacho.
Nacho, you got that one. Nacho, man, tell me you got it.
How do they miss him?
Wow, look at that. And there he is. Oh, wow. So it's 4th down, and they've got about 4th and 5, and now they're splitting some guys out.
Crowd's up on their feet. They're getting pretty loud.
It's 4th down, 1:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, he fumbled.
He fumbled.
We got
Prairie
it.
Grove stopped him somehow.
Wow.
Gunther gets it.
Wow. On the replay, I think you see DeMarcus get back there once again, and then Gunther's able to fall on it. I don't know if DeMarcus tipped it or if it just made it.
Oh, he was a pitch of some sort. Nacho, can you try it one more time? Let's see if we got what we got here.
Just a little bit farther back. When the quarterback goes to pitch, DeMarcus is in the way. I can't tell if he tips it or if the pitch man missed it and Gunther's right there.
Okay, so here we go. He comes under center. And well, it's hard to tell from there. Well,
either way, we have the ball.
Well, Prairie Grove's got it. They're inside
either way,
their own
they
10.
didn't score.
That was a big stop for the Tigers, and both teams have had turnovers tonight. Both teams have had 2 here in the 3rd quarter. 1:33 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Our sweep.
Johnson, and wow, they got him that time.
Reese the Beast. I'd like to have a big hit on that kid.
I'll tell you what, I really, you know, we're sitting here, we're not too far away from the Stuttgart guys, or just might be 10 feet from us. They're just like we are. They're very passionate about their team, and I like those guys. They're good guys.
I do. But I don't want to hear 55's name called again with the
Reese the Beast.
I want it to be, oh man, 55 really could have made a tackle right there, but Johnson's, trucked him.
And now Johnson, he's got room, and he's got the 1st down, I think. And that's a big 1st down for the Tigers.
That is. Get us out of the back, the shadow of the end zone, gives us a little room. It's a 1st down. We're moving the chains. Keep this drive alive. Change the field back over if we don't get points. Good job by Johnson running hard that time. He picks up another 7 after contact.
14-9. Prairie Grove trails as we're down to the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. We've got about 40 to go. 40 seconds, that is. And now it's the give, and Preston maybe got a couple. And let's see if Prairie Grove may let it run down here and take the win. I would. I'd run down, let it take. The wind's not blowing as hard as it was earlier, Ryan, but still, if you got it, you might as well take it. They're going to go ahead. We're going to go to the 4th quarter, the 4th and final quarter. The Tigers, no score in the 3rd quarter from either team. It's Stuttgart 14, Prairie Grove 9. We'll be back for the 4th and final quarter momentarily.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Okay, we're beginning the fourth quarter. Prairie Grove will have second down and let's call it a long 7. And they've got the ball at their own 22 after a big defensive stands last time. And here is the give.
It's our counter there with Johnson.
Johnson's going to get over the 25 to the 26, so it's going to bring up third down and a long 4 for Prairie Grove.
And I know what you're thinking here. You wanted DeMarcus's hands on a short pass, because it's not 4-down territory.
I'm not sure I want to take a chance at a tip.
If we're going to throw, I like to see John David try to roll and get out of the pocket.
But if John David gets out there and he doesn't have the pass, needs to commit to that run. But here we go. It's 11:19 to go, third down and a big 4 to go. DeMarcus. And now it looks like Prairie Grove is going to take a timeout. Let's take it with them. 11:14. Back after this.
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
Third and 4 for Prairie Grove. Ball sits at their own 25.
You think we go with the same play where we overstack this side? It looks like we are. DeMarcus is over here, Burton, Preston, Stone. So we got quads to one side.
Johnson on the kick. They're going to get a late flag, so Prairie Grove's going to get a huge break here.
Wow.
A huge break.
We can play that to see it. It looked like.
I think. Let's wait and see what happens here. Looked like at the end of the play.
You see we run Johnson to the outside, but he's met. So Johnson's down, and the guy just keeps running over him.
Yeah, he did. And I'll tell you, Ryan, we talked about it. You said it. You called it at the beginning of the game when you said playing clean football, being, and we've made some mistakes. Ricebirds just made a big mistake there.
Yeah, you did, because, I mean, that's your ball. They're punting to you, and it's not even like he did anything super bad. It's just whistles blown. He keeps driving. He keeps driving. And the play's dead. He could have just stopped, but he goes ahead and adds that little insult to injury in the back of Johnson, and it cost him.
And now they're going to give back to Dustin Burton, and they got Dustin that time. Dustin had been getting some additional yards after contact. That time you had Hoskin, and let's see what's at the bottom of that pile. 50, is that 64? That is Logan Erstein.
That almost felt like maybe Burton could have went a little bit more to the inside, but
they had it played pretty well that time.
I think they had enough guys there, it wouldn't have mattered.
Well, Prairie Grove needs a touchdown here. We're getting down to the 10-minute mark and really don't want them having the ball again without having a lead. Second down and 9 for Prairie Grove. In motion goes Bryant and Colin. Boy, they were waiting. There. Wow, that was a good defensive play there. They're going to give him an excellent. We got a generous spot there.
I can't believe we gained yards on that.
We got a generous spot on that one, I tell you.
but you put yourself in a long position where you're going to have to throw here. So they're going to send some guys. You know, all the backfield, there's no element of surprise there. Everybody knows you're throwing.
Well, it's 3rd down now, and so Prairie Grove needs to give John David enough time. Well, we're in the 4th quarter, 9 minutes, 37 seconds to go. John David Elder from the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the far side. And now he's back to throw. John David Elder, he throws. No, it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Good job by John David to get rid of it.
But he had a guy on him holding his jersey, and he still gets the pass off. We're going to punt.
And it's a smart thing to punt here, Ryan, but our defense has to stand up because, you know, when you think about it, Ryan, this was about a 35-yard drive. We were about our 10-yard line, maybe 36, 37 yards, because remember, we stopped them.
Right.
And so, you know, we get that out of the hole. We're going to punt here. We got the wind a little bit out of our backs. It's really coming more from the
side,
from the south. But hopefully we can get a little bit behind it, and definitely need a big play here. And he punts it away from Davis, and it goes in.
Almost died.
Yep. So they're going to get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Which
with
at least you
9:15
get no
to go.
return there, so that's a good thing.
Boy, John David Elder was about a yard from it, because that almost went out at the 1. It went just on the other side of the pylon there. And with 9:15, Ryan, Prairie Grove cannot afford to give up any points here.
A couple of the coaches very animated. I see one of them kind of getting the guy that kind of missed the block to not free John David, but his teammates got him. His teammates talking him up.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Stuttgart, ball at their own 20. It's just been a slugfest throughout. Here is the give, and that is Amos. I'm sorry, that's White that time. He gets to the 25.
Careful there on that extra. Black, I don't know if he was trying to get up, trying to help the guy up or what, but his hands kind of slipped, kind of looked like he was pushing down on him, but he wasn't. He helped him up right after that.
Ryan, what I'm noticing is they've got so many backs, they're just rotating them in. You don't even have 33 in the game, so he's resting over there. He'll be back in a minute to pound. And now he goes back to pass. He pumps, he throws, and it is complete. Oh, no. Incomplete. Wow, he dropped it.
Why would you throw?
Well, you know,
I mean, you're going for the juggler, I guess, but the lead and against the clock.
I'll tell you, one of the reasons they probably thought they could get it, or they wouldn't have done it. 2, you know, with that kind of pump and go like they did before, and then you still got 3rd down and 5, and the way they've been running the ball, why not?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to. You asked me why. That's the reason I gave you an answer.
I mean, that's a juggler call right there, and I like it, but.
And now the give to Hughes. You got to tackle him, and.
There is a flag, though, so hopefully that's one of those holds that will get them behind the chains and help.
But it'll be
out.
4th down, and I think I'd decline it here. The ball's at the 27, maybe not. I don't know.
That's
we'll see.
True. I decline.
I just hope it's not a face mask. Holding. They're going to take. Coach Laird's going to go ahead and take the penalty. So Coach Laird's got some confidence in his defense here to back it up.
Yeah, that's different. I think I'd take the 4th and short because you know they're going to punt to you.
Well, with their guys, are you really? I mean, those guys.
I think they punt there, don't you? I mean, maybe they don't punt, and so that's a problem. We haven't seen them punt.
Well, let's see. That's going to back them up. What you got to do here is you got to keep it in front of you here. And so they're going to back it up to the 13-yard line. A little bit of a gamble here by Prairie Grove on taking the penalty. Let's see if it pays off for the Tigers.
Hopefully the crowd gets up on their feet. I mean, we're 8 minutes left here, 14-9.
It would have been about 4th and 2, and they may have taken the gamble, but they didn't. And so now Prairie Grove hoping they can contain one Mr. Tim Johnson in the backfield, the quarterback.
A little confusion, though, for them. That's a good thing. I hope they have to take a timeout here.
And now they've got number 4, Trey Jones, running off the field. They're down to 8 seconds on the play clock. And now the confusion that causes a timeout. We'll take it with them. 8:12 to go. Prairie Grove trails 14-9.
Hi, my My name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey. Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
So 3rd down, ball is at the 18-yard line, or 13-yard line, my bad, 13-yard line. And they got him.
Ball! Is that another safety? No way. How close was that?
No, he's not. He's going to be at the 1-yard line.
Wow. You got the replay, Nacho?
Wow, we were so close to getting a huge play there.
They're talking about it right now, but you see King come off this far side on a blitz. He's got free reign to Johnson.
He does, and now let's see what happens.
DeMarcus on the other side. DeMarcus gets a hold of him.
Boy, if King could have got to the ball there.
Man.
Wow, it's a big play. It's 4th down, and now Prairie Grove should get good field position here, Ryan. And that's so the penalty, they took the penalty, and it worked. It played into Prairie Grove's favor. And they're going to punt into the wind. What you got to be careful here is
you got to hope they just punt it over the head right here. That'd make it a 3-point ball game.
going to dive at the 42-yard line, and so Prairie Grove will get good field position.
We got life.
And so the Tigers will have it with 7:33 to go in the ball game. Ball is at the Stuttgart 42.
No reason to get cute. No reason to get cute. You've got 2 timeouts left if you need them for the defensive side of the ball to get another possession if you don't score here. I'd love to score, but just you don't have to risk it all here. Your defense is playing pretty decent.
It's just been, as much as the teams have moved the ball, it's been a good defensive struggle here. But it seems like both teams.
This is the lowest scoring game all year we've been in.
And now here is the give.
Heltemus
still on his feet. Heltemus battles his way.
Good, they call him down.
There's a fumble on the play, but they're going to call him down. They're now going to blow him dead at the 36. So pick up a 6 yards, bring up 2nd down and 4 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the 30, inside the 36, close to the 35. 7 minutes to go in this football game.
And this is where you would love to see us power it through. Whether it's a Burton run, and he's not in there right now, but Heltemus and Johnson, and just power it in there.
And now Johnson, he turns it up quick. They meet him. He may have gotten a yard. Johnson did the right thing. He saw the hole there. They kind of had him covered on the outside.
They did.
They played it well, and so he may have gotten a yard, bring up 3rd down and 3 for Prairie Grove. Definitely in 4-down territory here.
One thing I would like to see if we bootleg to do one of those short passes to DeMarcus, John Davis got to know if it's there, take off.
Yeah.
This is the time to risk it.
Well, it's 3rd down and 3, Prairie Grove. Ball at the Stuttgart 35. And now it's Johnson.
Oh, they got him though.
Oh, I saw something fly there. I thought it was a flag.
It's trash.
It's just trash. It's the Stuttgart.
Even the Stuttgart guys have their hands up.
It's 4th down and 4 for Prairie Grove at the 36. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the ball game.
They tried that fake reverse again that time, and they've seen it once.
Yeah. But it's 4th down. You got to think Prairie Grove's going to throw it here.
Again, I'd like to see John David get out of the pocket. That way, if there is a good coverage, he can run for the first.
In motion goes Bryant, and now John David rolls to his right.
Oh,
it's complete! He's got it! Yes! Give him six! Give him six! Give him six!
Oh, my goodness. What a throw and catch by John David and Colin Bryant. Replay that, Nacho. It is crazy. John David buys time. Colin doesn't look open at all, guys. He runs to the outside to the flat right here. It looks like he's going to do just an out and get the first down. He turns upfield, gets behind his play, or behind the defender. The pass is not just one of those that's just right on the in stride. Colin does a good job meeting the ball. Oh, my goodness.
Do you go for
Great job.
You go for two here.
You do. You're up one. You're up one. You go for two.
It's a big play here. Prairie Grove up. Although, if you think about kicking the extra point, if they score, you don't have to do it again. But, here we go. Nonetheless, Prairie Grove's going to go for two. And now here is the give. Heltemus.
He's got it.
He's got it. It's 17-14. Give him the two, and the Tigers are up 17-14. 5:18 to go in the game. We got a ball game, folks. Hey! Wow. Let's take another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. Back for the last 5:18 in just a moment. All right, so 5:18 to go. So,
oh my goodness.
What a game. This is you know what I love about this time of the year is that you have teams, these are good football games. They're not sitting here going, well, we're going to get a mercy rule or not. This is great. DeMarcus getting ready to kick. And
well, like I said, this is the lowest scoring game of the year we've been in. This is the second game that we fought kind of from behind late in the fourth quarter. P. Ridge, we fumbled on the 30 to not get it. That puts us in a situation to be in the 2 seed instead of the 1 seed. And here we go where we actually do convert in a late moment. But we both turn the ball over. We're going to onside it, 33. The only thing I can think about here is we're catching them off sides maybe. But the other part is we're going to give them the opportunity to score so that we can score again. That's the only thing I think of. Why would you give him the ball that close?
Well, I think he was hoping if we could pull off the onside kick there, Ryan, you can run the timeout. I think he took his chances there, and they're happy with the way the defense is playing right now. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only thing I didn't like about it is that if you have them back deep and they run the ball a couple times, then they have to start passing to get the ball down the field.
Right.
May have been a little bit of a gamble there. 5:14 to go. And Johnson with the ball in Prairie Grove territory at the 47. Here is an I formation. They're going to give it to Hughes. Hughes.
He breaks one tackle. Gunther's got him, but Burton takes him down. Gunther held him up. That's what made that play right there. And then Burton gets him.
King came in and helped him as well. He picks up a couple. He's going to give him 3 yards. It'll bring up, well, they were just inside the 45. Second down and long 7 for Stuttgart. We're at 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the ball game.
Inside line's got to be tough right here. Hawkins, Gunther, and DeMarcus. There's a flag.
Let's see who it's on. If it's on Prairie Grove, may have been let's make sure. Let's see what's. Oh, encroachment.
Wow.
You don't see that called often at all. Encroachment on the offense. So that's going to back them up a little bit.
That must have been on the split end right here, maybe. I don't know. You don't see that.
You don't see that called often at all.
That's got to be him, like trying to implement the snap or something, to where he's trying to draw someone offside. I don't know who it would have even been.
Well, it's going to bring up.
There's that not clean football.
Yeah, second down and 13, and Prairie Grove trying to make a defensive stop here. And now Johnson rolling. He's in trouble. He throws. It's incomplete.
Good job. Spinks was in his face that time. We send Spinks on kind of a little blitzer on a fire. He's able to get back to the quarterback. He almost completes the pass, but because Spinks there, he kind of shorts it just a little bit.
Well, you know, we got to start thinking about.
You see Spinks on that far side.
Yeah, he did.
55 was supposed to get out there to block him. He's just a little bit slow. It'll be 3rd and 13.
It's a big 3rd down. They're going to go for it if they don't make it. So they got 2 downs to make it. And now Prairie Grove definitely in a battle here. Here is Johnson. He's rolling. He's got Coop in his face. Can Coop get there?
Well, the good thing about that is even the guy he's throwing it to,
you want him to catch it almost.
He's 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage there with the guy on him.
17-14. This has been a battle, and I'll tell you, the pressure that time was big. So it's 4th down. The Ricebirds with 4:08 left. It's 4th and 13. Can Prairie Grove stop?
And we're going to send our outside guys. That's one of the things we're doing. We're kind of lightening the pressure on the inside. They're going to take a timeout.
Wow, they're going to take a timeout. That leaves them 1 timeout with 4:08 to go. Prairie Grove 17, Stuttgart 14. Back after this.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuhl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuhl care, including the opportunity to work with them.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company.
All right, here's the situation. 4:08 to go. It's 4th down and 13. Ball just inside the 50-yard line on the Prairie Grove side of the field. In motion, and now here is
Spinks
Johnson.
out there once again. Spinks might have it. He's got it!
Spinks has got him at the 35!
Wow.
Oh, yes! Spinks! You know, if we start talking about defensive players of the game, you got to think about Mr.
Wow.
Spinks. Oh!
Wow. That may be play of the game, too, right there. Oh, my goodness.
Prairie Grove with the ball at the 35. It's 4:03. They have 1 timeout left. You've got to run the clock here. You need a couple of first downs, Ryan. We need a couple of first downs.
I know you don't do this. Do you take a shot here for the jump? They did it to us last time.
No.
I'm throwing it deep this time. I'm throwing 1 deep, and then I'm running it the rest of the time. I'm taking 1 shot.
I'd try to get a first down. I can't do it, man.
I'm going for the throat right here. They did it to us earlier and had a guy open for a second.
4:03 to go, 17-14, Prairie Grove leads.
This is a run.
And now it is a give. It's Preston. Preston may have gotten a couple.
Stuttgart says they wait forever to blow that whistle. They have let a couple go a little longer.
It's 2nd down and 9. He picks up maybe a yard. So 2nd, they didn't give him much at all there. And Prairie Grove trying to get that clock down. A first down, Ryan, would be huge.
See, the reason I like the pass on first down is we're going to wait and we're going to pass on 3rd for the first, or on 4th, because we got to have it and everybody knows. I like the element of surprise there on 1st and then run it the next 3.
John David Elder, he's going to give to Johnson. Oh, it's a face mask. They got it. They got the face mask.
Johnson needs to finish the play before he starts calling for the penalty. That's dangerous there.
Well, we're going to get the face mask call there, and it was. And so Prairie Grove's going to have a first down, which gives us some new clock to run down. Personal foul, face mask. That's 15 yards.
Laird's telling him, you put both hands on that ball and stop worrying about throwing your hand up, because if they knock it out right there, well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's a face mask, but what if they don't call it and you're sitting there lobbying for it?
Well, that's a big call, and it's going to be from the spot of the foul, which takes it down to the 17. 3:10 left.
Now here, do you take a shot?
No.
I probably don't this time.
No, you don't.
And you watch, they will, but I probably don't this time.
Maybe I'm getting a little too conservative, but I
liked it the last time just because you know you're going to run the 3 downs. Here, you're thinking touchdown. You're thinking you got to get a score this time.
You look here, and you don't have to. You can run a couple plays and get it under 2 minutes.
That's right. I think you run it now. It's a different situation.
Well, you're down. He's got to get the snap off. Don't want a penalty. He does get it off. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson on his feet. He gets down inside the 10 to the 9. And Anthony Johnson, now the Tigers inside the 10, just inside the 10-yard line. That's about you got about 8 yards on that. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. And the clock running after this play will be under 2 minutes. They just announced that nachos were for $1. Alex, I thought, was going to leave his producing role. It's 2nd down and a couple. And now Johnson, he's going to get dropped for a loss. Well, it's okay because the clock's running. They haven't placed the ball down. Ryan, by the time this play is run, we're going to be down to about 1 minute and 20 seconds. It's 3rd down and now back to 3rd and 7. So a loss on the play on Johnson. He tried to get outside. He took a couple steps back. They got him back there, Ryan.
That was a good job on Stuttgart that
time. Excellent defense that time by the Ricebirds.
Burton will be in at halfback.
And now John David Elder rolls. He throws. It is almost picked off. Wow.
That's just a little short that time. He's got to get it over a little farther. The Stuttgart guy goes, what is Coach Absher thinking? He's thinking 6. He's thinking we ice the game. We don't even give him a chance. So I'm completely cool with that play call.
Well, the one thing you do, though, Ryan, if you run that, you force them to call their last time out. But they've got one left. It's 4th down and 7 with the ball at the 15. Here you got to go ahead and take your chances passing, but that was dangerous because if he picks that off.
You know what I like here actually is one of those delays to Johnson or a pass to Johnson in the flat.
And now it looks like Prairie Grove's going to take a timeout. Let's take it with them. 1:13 to go. The Tigers up by 3.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that.
Okay, we're back. We just got an update. P. Ridge wins. That's 37-7. They advance to the quarters. Prairie Grove trying to hang on the last minute and 13. 4th down, 7. The ball at the Stuttgart 15-yard line. John David Elder under center. He comes back. He throws. He's got a man open.
Touchdown!
Give him 6! Give him 6!
That's the ball game.
Hey! That's going to do it. 23-14, the Tigers. What a pitch and catch. John David Elder, he's made some strikes tonight.
You got the replay, Nacho?
Nacho Man, what do we got?
John jumps into Hubbard's arms on the sideline. That's quality.
Nacho getting a little fancy on the replay here. No, that's the play before, Nacho Man.
We'll go back live. We got Ben Beeson out there to kick the extra point.
Wow.
23-14. We can make it.
We won't go to commercial. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. On the way. Prairie Grove with a 2-score lead now with 1:07 to go. Extra point away. It is good with 107 to go. Prairie Grove 24, Stuttgart 14. And now, Nacho, if you got that replay on touchdown, when we find it there, buddy, we'll be patient with you, my friend. Excellent job.
Nacho, come on.
Nah, I'm going to be patient. I love
Dollar nachos, man. There's Colin right here at the bottom of the screen.
He takes off. And excellent job by Preston to give him time. And then look at this. And Colin comes, excellent pass. You know, as we come here, I'm going to say this, Ryan. At this point, we're going to name, I think, the offensive. I'll let you take the defensive player of the game. Offensive player of the game, I'm going with John David Elder, the Trey Autry Farm Bureau offensive player of the game. And I say that because he's made some big throws in the pocket tonight.
You took the easy one, thanks.
Well, no, I did. Well, the defensive player of the game is pretty easy to my mind, too.
I mean, yes, Spinks has been on the big sacks. Spinks has been in there. But we had such a group effort. That's the thing with me on defense. I know Gunther and DeMarcus have been in the backfield. Spinks has caused a fumble and had 2 big sacks. So, I mean, Spinks gets it. Spinks gets it no matter what here.
But you acknowledge everybody tonight.
There's so many guys. I mean, Colin Bryant with that play of the game on the far side, defense in that pass. There's just so many different things that the defense has stepped up on tonight. But you're right.
Prairie Grove may get a penalty here if we're not careful here.
Spinks does do an amazing job.
They're down
tonight.
to 5. Oh, they're just restarting it now. Okay.
Yeah, because the ball blew off the tee.
And Prairie Grove's just going to kick it out of bounds, but they're going to get it in a pretty good field position.
Well, that's what you want.
We got a break there. The ball actually probably crossed about the 45. They're going to look like they're going to spot it. This guy may come over here and tell him it really crossed about the 45. So 107 to go in the ball game. Stuttgart really, if you think about it, Ryan, Stuttgart's one way of winning the game is us scoring. What I'm saying is if we get a first down without getting a touchdown, we can run the clock out. By us scoring, they can score, get onside kick, and score.
Right.
And I'll tell you this, you don't count it yet.
I know, I said that's the ball game, but you really don't.
You know, and the reason why, did you see it in Minnesota last weekend? A team with 107 to go in the game, they're down 19 points and won.
Oh my gosh.
So now they're going to take the penalty. I'll tell you what, if I'm Prairie Grove here, rather than just keep kicking it out, go ahead and kick it. Let your defense play here.
The announcer announces at the end of the game, please stay off the rule, or please stay off the field. Everybody turns around and boos him. I wonder if the SEC will penalize us.
107 to go, 24-14. This has been a hard-fought game throughout. I'll tell you, the way the Ricebirds started tonight, I thought it was going to be a runaway. They just drove down the field. And now here is the kick, and he takes off. He breaks a tackle. Fumble!
We got it!
Now that's going to do it! That's going to do it!
Oh, my goodness. Replay that, Nacho. We onset it just so that nobody in the backfield gets it.
Look at Johnson, they're all excited. We're excited. The crowd's all up. Look at this crowd.
The guy takes off running.
Can our camera...
That is Spinks that caused that fumble. He just solidified it. Even he already had it. He just goes over and above.
Can you get the crowd? Can we get the crowd on the camera at all? This crowd is great. Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, if Spinks didn't make a case for himself, he goes ahead there.
Can you communicate with the camera guys on the crowd? The crowd is all up.
Wow.
This is great. 105 to go. Okay. And now, victory formation. John David takes a knee. Oh, there's a flag. I'm not sure. Did Prairie Grove move? Oh.
No split in.
Watson's going to go in now.
Stone must have been down here celebrating a little bit.
Well, let's see. There's 25. Yeah, this is it. They've got one timeout. They can only stop it once. We can take it. We can take the knee the whole way. Well, what a game! If we hang on for the last 103, which we're in a lot better shape, Prairie Grove will go to Warren next Friday after Thanksgiving. Let's see if the Ricebird coach will take a timeout or just going to let it run.
Uh-oh. Our student section, RTS, and their togas, giving the start the bus cheer.
And I'll tell you my favorite time I ever heard that. Farmington did that to us in a volleyball game once. They were up 2 sets to none, and we're up 21-12. We came back and won. It was my favorite time I ever heard that cheer. That's probably been.
Eat crow. Eat crow.
Yeah. Now Prairie Grove down to 25 seconds. Takes the knee, and if the coach doesn't take the timeout, he's not. That's going to do it. Prairie Grove will advance to the quarterfinals. We'll face Warren in the rematch of the semifinal last year to be in the quarterfinals this time. Prairie Grove 24, Stuttgart 14. We want to, first of all, congratulate Stuttgart on a very good football game tonight. Hard fought by both teams, Ryan. Can't say enough about the heart on both sides tonight, and an excellent football game played.
Two evenly matched teams right there. Both teams did a great job of doing what they do best. A couple mistakes and a couple big plays are the difference in a game when you're so evenly matched.
Well, our offensive player of the game, the Prairie Archery Farm Bureau offensive player of the game, John David Elder, the quarterback. I think it's the first time we've given it to him this year.
Probably.
And then the defensive player of the game, Clayton Spinks.
Got to be. I mean, that dude, I think he caused 3 different fumbles tonight.
And some sacks.
And some two huge sacks.
And he got 2 points tonight with a safety.
He did. He scored.
So tonight, Ryan, I'm going to let you read these because
he doesn't have his eyeballs on.
I don't have my eyeballs on.
All right, total offense, Prairie Grove 294, Stuttgart 233. Both teams run about the same number of plays. Rushing, Prairie Grove has 179. Stuttgart has 176. The difference in yardage is going to be passing. 115 for Prairie Grove, 57 for Stuttgart. Let's see. Penalties, we had 4 for 30. They had 7 for 65. They had a big one on a possession over here where they had us stopped, and we would have had to either punt the ball and then they get the 15-yard personal foul. So they had a couple really big ones. Time of possession, Prairie Grove 27, Stuttgart 20. Again, looking at individual stats, John David Elder, offensive player of the game, goes 6 for 14 for 115 yards with 3 touchdowns and just 1 interception, whereas his counterpart on Stuttgart, 4 for 13 and 57 yards. Rushing, Johnson doesn't hit the century mark. He gets 3 yards a carry on 21 attempts for 72 yards. Aaron Preston, 7 rushes for 48 yards. Garrett Heltemus, 4 for 26. Burton, 4 for 21. Colin Bryant, 2 for 10. And John David Elder, 3 for 2. 33 Walker for Stuttgart, 13 for 109, 8 yards a carry and 1 touchdown. I almost feel like he might have been hurt. You didn't see him a lot
in the
end. I think maybe an injury there. Number 5, that's
Hughes.
Hughes is 18 carries for 71 yards. That's 4 yards a carry and a touchdown. Number 3, Hoskins, 4 for 13, 3.3 yards a carry. Looking at receiving, Colin Bryant catches 3 of them for 74 yards. That's almost 25 yards a catch with 2 touchdowns. DeMarcus gets 1 for 20. Stone Bryant 1 for 18 with the touchdown, that last touchdown. And then Johnson 1 for 3. On defense, Burton leads away with sacks. But if you can look at the fumbles caused and the sacks, Dustin Burton, half a sack. Clayton Spinks, 2 sacks. Ethan Gunther, half a sack. And so all those guys in the backfield several times, we changed it up. Give credit to Laird. He adjusts and brings pressure from the outside instead of up the middle. He started putting safeties inside of defensive ends and doing some different things, and it really affected Stuttgart.
I thought Stuttgart played a great game tonight. If I had to question anything they did, I think they went to the pass a little too often sometimes.
Right.
But nonetheless, so I want to recognize our sponsors again, Prairie Grove Christian Church, Harton's Furniture for Less, Lugan Buell's, Prairie Archery Farm Bureau, Crescent's, Everett Chevrolet, Frederick's One Stop, PG Telco. Our staff tonight, Cade Graham, Miles Eubanks, Heath Whitley, Delaney Randolph, Maya Dotson, and tonight was Alex Nacho Henry's last production at Prairie Grove.
That's right.
Prairie Grove Stadium tonight, and we thank Nacho for his time here that he's had. Of course, we're going to have him in basketball and throughout the rest of the playoffs, but I want to thank Nacho for his 4 years of being here and being this last night. And this is the last time these seniors, Johnson, Burton, John David Elder, their last time playing on this field, because no matter how far we go, last time we're going to have the nice confines of Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium. Again, we want to thank everyone tonight. Glad to have Zach Arns up here and get to reminisce. Hey, you're 1-0 against Stuttgart. He's 0-1. I'm 1-1. So anyway, that's going to do it for our East Lab, for Prairie Grove Schools. For Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. Have a great night, and go Tigers!
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.